Oh, hi, you guys. Welcome to D&D. 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 Yeah, that's me doing a professional intro. D&D. Welcome. Welcome, one and all, to another week of D&D with Scraticus on the Scraticus channel. We hope you enjoy your stay and enjoy the wonderful stories that Alice is weaving for us. Now, today's title is pretty ominous. The beginning of the end. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, that sounds pretty evil. Evil. So, right. You guys, you want to get involved in D&D. To get involved with D&D, you need to be in all these places. You need to be on the Discord where we talk about art, we talk about D&D, we talk about character creation, we talk about rules, we talk about all sorts of crazy stuff. You guys should get in there. We share photos of each other. We do all sorts of crazy things. It's a really fun community. You should just get in there. You should be on Twitter if you're not already on Twitter, because this is D&D, and D&D is on Twitter. It lives on Twitter, so you need to get on Twitter. And then you need to go and pop me a follow, because, hey, I'm going to get you into D&D. And if you pop me a follow, send me a DM, and you know what? I'll get you in a game. Simples. And lastly, YouTube. I am pretty much up to speed with YouTube now. Yeah, I put a load of effort in. Now all our videos, they're all on YouTube. Yeah, so you guys can check out your videos there. That's what you can do. Okay, that's I've put a ton of effort in. I've had sleepless nights, but we're up to date on YouTube. So there you go. Also, our Patreon has had massive success recently. If you want to check that out, I've just recently uploaded some sneaky peeks for the new Patreons. So patrons, get over there, check out our sneaky peeks of things. And if you guys fancy supporting, if you want to go and check out these sneaky things, then that's where you need to go. And we have merch. At the moment, we have free designs. We have the Scrap Hype emote. And the 2 Academy t-shirts. And so far, the Scrat Hype ones have been the most popular. People have been buying them. They've been flying off the shelves. So thank you guys for that. And if you want to go and check out the little merch we got down there, then you can do that. And we have new things to come very, very soon. If you guys want to interact with the show today, I'll just get the Fabled Diary out of the way. This is where you go, by the way. If you want to get into a game, you go into the diary. D&D diary, merch. We have new things. Do you know what? I think that's everything. That could be everything. It's possible. I can see the players eagerly waiting, like, I want to play. Shall we play? Can we play? And I'm just sort of like stringing this out, just seeing how long I can keep them like. Okay, let's go and get the guys. Let's go get them.
I was a picture perfect.
You missed Ed's sad noise. Ed was
Oh, you guys. So, oh yeah, someone also, before we went live, that was the other thing I was going to do. Someone asked who Ambly was when I mentioned that Ambly was doing our stuff. That's who Ambly is.
Hello.
I
am Ambly.
No,
Yeah.
Hang on. How am I on this?
Oh no, where am I? This.
Are we? Where are we?
I don't know. Hold on, let me
You're all
look.
good.
You are in Zanzibar, where the Zanzibar
I
barbarians.
wish I was.
I'm
Over
sorry,
there.
yeah, because I'm watching the Twitch as well.
I'm watching the Twitch.
Shock
Am-
face is amazing. Though.
Ambly's over there, and she's amazing. Like, look at how talented and great she is. Also, she's
No.
wearing purple.
Not to you, she's not. She's on the polar opposite side to the way you were pointing. No, other side.
I
side,
know where to point.
Oh, is my camera flipped?
I guess.
Adam flips the camera, yes.
She's up there. That's where she is.
She's
Upstairs.
She's not dead, Adam.
You're right.
She's up there.
I've been meaning to break this to you, Ali. We just turn the cam on to make you feel like everything's okay every week.
Recorded.
No one else can hear her.
I'm a ghost haunting the
Ambly stepped through Ed's window to heaven. He's got in the back there.
Anyway, these people came to see D&D. Let's give them some.
Right.
So,
I suppose.
It feels like a brand opening.
Might as well.
Alice, today's title is the beginning of the end.
Oh.
That
Okay. Okay, we've not even started and we've made Ambly's eyes roll.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So let's go round. You know what? I'm going to start with me today. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Finish on Ali because it was quite pivotal for her last week, so she can record, which I know she hasn't remembered at all.
I have. Actually.
No, you have a Word document, is what you have.
So, Ayla Glanadell, currently caring for a small boy called Izzy, who's been horrifically maimed by Isriva, who promises that he will no longer do so. From now on, he's going to harm like one of Ali's characters or something. I believe that's like Jeff. That was
Standard.
it. Yeah. So that'll be good. But yeah, basically, Ayla is the smooth-talking wood elf of the group, who is a bit of a rogue. He enjoys stealing boats, sneaking around rooftops, bursting water all over his friend Cerise. And he's also the sister of Ina, who has a father who is some kind of gatekeeper. But Ayla doesn't get too bothered with all that. He just mainly sticks to looking after Izzy. Next up, let's go that way. Ambly.
Woo! Hello, I am Ambly. I play Ina Silver, the half-elf fighter. Yes. Yes.
You should know.
You're not sure?
You should know by now.
Yes, she's definitely a fighter. That is on a quest to save the world, but also bring her brother's body back from the different plane, and also make him less half dead. She is good-hearted. She has the courage. She got the looks. She got everything. She's perfect. Ed, on to you.
Just go up the head. I play Varathian Eris, the Dragonborn cleric, the not so smooth talking person, but he gets along mostly. His quest is maybe to tumble down the church, mainly because they are more or less kidnapping kids, and he doesn't like that.
He doesn't like that.
He doesn't like that.
He doesn't
Ali.
like that.
It's me. Hi guys. Yeah, I'm Ali. I play Charisse Pevensey, the skeletal sorcerer. Charisse has been sort of cursed, or has given herself this curse, with this eternal skeletal life after 300 plus years of roaming the world. She's now on a quest after her friend Jeff, who is an apprentice to a necromancer, got taken by this mysterious force at the beginning of the campaign, and she was on a quest to save him from whatever danger he's in, whilst on the way uncovering her own lost memories after these 100 or so years. So that's Charisse. And recap time. Okay, so where we I know I go on for like years of these things. So we were in the ruins on this island. We encountered this strange goblin kind of humanoid being with features of an elf who had clearly been there on this island since the war and had been influenced by both the magic in the area and all these years of being alone, and had turned sort of twisted and haunted. We tried to make sense of the creature, but it seemed to be completely gone. We then pressed on through the rest of the ruins and the woods, and finally found a small seaside town in the just outside the forest and down a hill, where above us, beyond the town, we could see a very tall dark mountain and a shadowed dragon rider heading towards it. As we reached the fishing town, we set about, because Fen had taken a turn for the worse, getting iller and iller by the moment. So we set about trying to find him a doctor, whilst Ayla and Izzy threw water on Charisse, and then fish was thrown on Charisse, and then she got attacked by a giant centipede. So this entire fishing village has been the greatest thing she's ever seen.
Holiday recommended.
Holiday recommended. Charisse was terrible at trying to steal money from a man and made him cry, proving her people skills are once more in effect. Rathlian was tending to just trying to keep everyone together and keep everyone sane. Ina and Ina and Rathlian and now Charisse have gone to the doctors to try and fetch a doctor for Fen, whilst Ayla is scouting the rest of the village looking after Izzy. And we have come across in the doctors a young boy with jet black hair who answers to the name of Jeff. So that's, I think, is that everything, Alice?
The one more thing I will say is that because of River, Izzy suddenly fell very, very ill
Yes, that's the one.
this time.
That is true.
Okay.
But he's...
Also, in addition to that, Mr. Purple's £10 donation, he still needed a bucket of dirt. Ayla still needed a bucket of dirty water from an NPC from last week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And also, Taschap just donated to give me a nat 1. Yeah.
Well done. Get him. Okay.
Where you touch graphics, Scrats?
Right, okay. So we are going to start literally from where we left.
Okay.
And the doctor has just called in this Jeff. And the boy comes running in like, yes?
Jeff.
Charisse, isn't that...
Yes, it... Jeff? It's me. It's Charisse. I mean, I know I don't look like how I usually look like, with skin and everything, but it's me. Are you all right? How have you... Are you all right?
Wow.
He walks over to you, he's
that's
like,
gorgeous,
hi,
man.
yeah, no, I'm Jeff. It's nice to meet you.
Sorry for interrupting,
Ayla
but
is excited.
thank you very much to Light Fingery who gives 2 nat 20s to Izzy. Yes! Save Izzy!
Damn.
Gosh darn it.
I got
You
asked
just
last
made,
week.
like a friend for life. But right, yeah. So there's like,
Meet
yeah,
me.
hi, it's nice to meet you. And sorry, what did you say your name was? I missed it.
Meet me. Jeff, don't play games with me. I've literally travelled across oceans to try and find you. Charisse. Your friend? The skeleton? Hoods? Amazing sarcastic humour and quips and astoundingly good looks? Me.
Can I...
Charisse.
And he looks back at the doctor and he's like, is this the patient?
Can I roll insight check on Jeff?
Yes.
Hiya!
Hiya!
What is it you're
Wait.
looking for?
I'm looking for anything like, is he lying, or does it look like...
Confusion.
He seems like
Confused.
a perfectly normal human being. He is confused that a woman has come up to him and started saying she.
Can
knows
I
that.
roll an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Bam!
So, I guess you can see that there's been magic here, but he's also a magic user, which you all know.
Yes, yeah.
Otherwise, this seems just like a normal
What's
boy.
what's happened to your hair?
He's sort of like, why? What's wrong with it?
It used to be a light brown. Why is it... What did he do to you?
I think you probably got me confused with someone else. I'm sorry.
Ina, you recognise him, right? It's not just me. There isn't 2 Jeffs running about this wonderful world. That's him, right?
I think so, but I think you maybe is asking the wrong questions. Jeff, how long have you been working here? Oh, you're muted.
I visited other places, but purely for learning. I don't understand. Was there an emergency?
Yes. Our friend Fen, he's at the inn, and he needs help.
Okay, fab. I'll just grab my bag, and he runs over to the. And he's like, right, lead the way. It's the.
Also, I almost forgot. The coin purse that I found on the road had the symbol of the doctor, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna I found this on the street, and I'm just gonna leave it there.
Oh, and the doctor sort of looks at it and then goes, "Oh my god, I thought I'd lost that ages ago." And he's like, "Well, thank you." And he wanders off to put it back into one of the drawers he has in his office.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you very much. I was quite worried about that.
Imagine so. Let's go.
Yeah, and Jeff's like, I'm coming, and he heaves up his bag. He's like, to the Tipsy Angel, right?
Yes.
Okay, like, and he's like, lead on.
I sort of lead away, and I try to drag Charisse with me. And
Yeah, I'm.
on-
I'm. Oh, sorry, go on.
yeah, and I sort of that is Jeff. Something has obviously happened to him.
As-
That bastard.
Ambly continues, she will also have a nat 20 from our stream boss in Wills.
He's done something.
Because she is pretty and does nice art.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
He's done something to him.
Are you
I don't know
coming?
what.
No.
Yes, yes,
He's
we
sort of,
are.
like, holding this big bag, and he's sort of.
Let me help you.
Oh no, honestly, it's fine. I can't let you help me with my job. It's fine.
All right.
But thank you. And he hurries up to the inn.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do anything, Ina. I don't have anything that's going to bring
Listen.
back his memory or.
Listen, I know we can figure this one out. Do you remember under the library with the stone of memories?
Yes,
One got stolen.
that's true.
I don't know how it's connected, but it might be. And I think that we can figure this one out. Probably not today, but I think we can do it.
No, you're
We
right.
just need patience and be asking the right questions. Just play along for now and don't be too honest.
He's one of the only friends I've ever had over these 300 years, Ina. I'm not letting anything happen to him ever again.
Let's just take this one slow, okay?
All right. And I continue on.
Yeah.
So Jeff has disappeared into the tavern. And you can hear the bartender call it. Is like, Mr. Hastings, you're back. Hopefully nothing too bad. And he's like, no, it sounds like it's all gonna be fine. He's like, upstairs or. And he disappears upstairs.
Okay, I just follow the doctor.
Same.
Okay, so Aylar and Rathian, you'll hear a hello at the door.
Come in.
I'll just be tending to Izzy, 100%, like putting a cold flannel on him, like ignoring the door.
Okay. So Jeff sort of strides in and he's like, oh, there is two of you. I thought there was only one patient. And he's sort of looking at them both. Izzy is breathing very heavily. And Fen just seems just out of it more than anything. And Jeff walks out and is like, well, I'll get to work. It's like,
Tend to the child first, Jeff.
Please.
he's like, yes, of course. And he like just drags his bag, which you can hear making like a clunking of bottles and things like that as he sort of drags it over this floor. And he walks up and he sort of feels Izzy's forehead. He's opening his eyes, he's checking his mouth, he's feeling around like his ears and neck, and he's like, interesting. So, what brought it on? Did you do anything different?
No, we were just we ate some of the pie from the inn, and that's the only thing that's been different, really.
Okay. Which I was told you came through the forest. Is
Yes.
this true for you two as well?
Yes, we came through the forest where the creepy lurker things were.
Right. Okay. Well, it's probably just the dense magic air. The people who are around these who sort of grow up around here doesn't really affect them. Do not worry. Are you like his guardian or father or what are you?
For all intensive purposes.
Okay, right, and he sort of starts. He's like, basically, there's a lot of magic in the air. It's quite stuffy, and he's a small body. Think of a canary going down a mine. He's probably hit him full blast. So Don't hurry too much.
Why are you stuffing canaries down mines?
Well, to detect the poisonous gas. Why? What do you use them for?
Singing.
Oh, okay. I suppose you could use them for that. And he sort of starts rattling around in this big bag, and he pulls out these different like bottles and concoction with labels all over them. And one of them, he just pours on his hand, is like rubbing, and you see his hands start to glow a blue, and he's literally just hovering them above Izzy, and a healing.
And what does that do?
He's like, well, I'm bringing down his temperature first.
Oh.
And he's literally just moving his hands around, and he's looking over to Wathi, and he's like, so are you the normal, like, healer for the group?
Technically, yes.
We did a good job, especially on that one. He's not breathing funny at all. Like, and he's just checking Izzy every now and then, and he reaches into different bottles and things like that, and starts doing a very similar thing. And he says, so how long are you guys staying here? Like the really awkward chit chat, almost like a hairdresser would do. It's just like, so you obviously not here on holiday.
Not yet decided.
We're passing through. We're traveling.
To where?
Oh, anywhere. Explorers, you know.
So you're going to the mountain?
No, that thing. Goodness, no.
Well, where else are you going? You're going to go... Because if you're here for fishing, I would not recommend it.
Oh, no, don't worry. I've battled one of the giant centipede-like things in the river. Lovely, those things. They're not the best.
My mum, though, catches one of those and makes it one of the most delicious dishes out of them. They don't mess with her. And he keeps going.
Your mum? Oh.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, no. Never mind. So you've lived here all your life? Is that right?
I've travelled to a couple of different places, learning from, other people and whatever, but other than that,
Right.
And he keeps going. And after a while, he sort of stops. He goes, I'm just going to give him a bit of a break. And I'm going to move on to this guy. And he sort of shuffles over and starts doing exactly the same thing to Fen. Now, Fen, you can see, recovers much quicker. Just he's sort of like twitchy. It's more like he's waking up with a bit of a headache, and he sits up and he's like, oh my god. Like, it's just like his head is, he's just like, oh. And then he sort of perks up like, where are we?
In a small fishing village.
Near the mountain, Fan.
I do not remember getting here. Was that a particularly strong wine?
You were quite out of it. You went very well. Do you remember the
I'm
forest?
quite sure that the magic affected you.
Do you remember the forest at all?
Bits, I guess. Like, and he's like rubbing his temple, just like, ow, what? Like, he's just, oh. And Jeff walks over to Ayla. He's like, can I have a word with you outside, please? As his guardian.
Yes.
Okay. So Ayla and Jeff leave the room. Whilst they're out of the room, what are you guys doing?
Well, can I ask a question? The magic that Jeff was using, did I ever know him to use that sort of magic before, or is this new?
It's probably new. It's like a lay on hands, so it's quite a basic healing magic as well. So it was never beyond him, but it wasn't something you necessarily saw him doing.
Okay. I'll probably be. I don't know. I'll probably give Fen a quick once over, and then I'll.
He's like, oh, hello. Oh.
Are you feeling better?
So much better. A bit groggy. Just.
Can you stand?
Blinking is heavy and hard. Like he's just
take it slow.
Would you like something to drink?
Not in a rush.
Water.
I run off to get some water.
Okay. He sort of swings his legs over the bed, and sort of like, so he sort of reaches out to Ina. He's like, "Could you help me stand, please?"
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I just go. "Oh, I'm stepping back."
You roll a strength for me, just because
Yeah.
he's like a dead weight right now.
Can
so-
you roll a strength, Ambly? Can you?
16,
Can you?
16?
Yeah, you
you
pull him up. He sort of staggers a little bit. And he's like, "Oi!" and he holds on to the end of the bed, and he's like, "Yeah,
You alright?
I'm good." So I don't know why. I'm slightly confused as to why this has affected me and not you guys.
Well, they talked about something about the magic in the air, that it was quite heavy and affected people in different ways. I mean, I'm not a magic user, so maybe... But you're not one either.
Well,
It's some sort of magic to turn into a wolf,
Yeah.
Ina, darling.
Well, maybe. That is true. I forgot about that.
forgot about-
Tiny detail about you, Ben.
You forgot about the man being able to turn into a gigantic wolf. That's not a very tiny detail.
Well, when I look at Fen, that's not what I see. So maybe that's
he
why.
sort of like winks
Isn't it?
and
La-di-da.
fans himself a little bit, like,
Oh, come on.
okay.
Sharice just sort of, well, this room has suddenly got a lot smaller. I am
Should I
going
leave
to...
the room?
Genlar is propped up in the corner, and
Shall I-
he's
can I-
watching
Yeah.
going on. more
Can
than-
I go and check on him and sort of...
Yeah,
So-
Genlar's actually he's like, he seems fine. He doesn't seem to have anything wrong. He's just like, are you alright?
confused.
Do you know about Jeff?
He won't.
What the doctor, the kid?
I met Jeff long after all of the business with Genlar here.
Okay.
Hundreds
Yeah.
of years after even. Jeff's only in his 20s and he's a normal human.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I may, Charisse.
You may, I suppose.
Okay. Jeff is an old friend of Charisse, and he disappeared in a bar. He literally just faded away, and here he is, not remembering Charisse. And he got black hair now.
Black hair, just like, well, the vision that I had of myself all those years ago. Black hair.
Well, lots of people have black hair.
Yes, Genlar, but not after extreme magical circumstances. And especially not after being
That's how I
affiliated
dyed
with
my
him.
hair.
Especially not after being affiliated with him as well.
I'm sure, but he does not seem to know you. Are you sure it's the right one?
It's him.
Okay, well. have
But
you-
he says he has a mother here. All of his parents died in a fire. He took up, and I kind of pause and look over at Ina and sort of. Jeff was training to become a necromancer. All right.
Many people were on these lands.
Yes, but back there, he only did it so he could bring his family back after they all died. But
So many people have that reason for becoming a necromancer.
yes, but with the reputation of wonderful necromancers, I thought I'd keep that a little quiet. But I don't understand. He has this entire new life here.
Have you asked him?
Yes, he doesn't remember me. He talks about his mother.
No. Have you asked him about his life here? Have you tried doing it without freaking him out? It's just a subtle thing, I suggest.
Yes, all right. I'll leave you to it. And I just kind of walk away and go kind of lean against a wall near the door to the room.
Okay. So if all of you apart from Aylar could take off your headsets, please.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Aylar is now outside with Jeff, and he's like, this, and he first of all he reaches into his pocket and pulls out like a medicine. He's like, this.
As he reaches into his pocket, Ayla's hand goes to his rapier and then, like, nervously comes back. Sorry.
Are you alright?
We had a tough journey.
Understandable. Anyway, this once a day for the next week. He should be fine after a short rest. I really won't worry. He'll probably wake up in the next hour or so. This, however, will keep the temperature down just in case it sparks back up. It's not necessary, but a precaution I feel would make you more comfortable.
And what are these?
What do you mean? What are these?
Well, I can see they are some form of potion, but how do they?
It's like a painkiller. There's not much else to it, really, if I'm honest.
Can I roll a medicine to try and have a conversation with him about the medicine and how they'll affect Izzy?
Yeah, you can do. Okay, it's quite basic, so you don't know like any of the herbs or anything, but you know it is literally just like a painkiller. It's like giving Calpol to a child. It's almost like a placebo effect to make him feel better, with a mild pain relief. He's like, so basically just once a day. It doesn't taste that bad, so you shouldn't have a problem giving it to him. But he should be fighting fit in the next day fully, but he'll be fine in about an hour. I also just wanted to double check with you. Were you aware the boy was a magic user? Because I don't believe he knows that.
I was not aware, but I was aware it was a possibility.
Okay.
There.
I only say this because of how this air has affected him so.
I come from an orphanage some couple of 100 years ago. We used to bring up lots of children, especially the elves. We're used to having magic users come through.
Interesting. I completely understand. But I'm just letting you know, just in case, because he does not seem to be aware of it himself.
I will be cautious with that. So,
I don't suggest telling him outright in case, especially whilst recovering, because that could wipe him out.
No, I can be very subtle.
No problem at all.
Would you say that it is likely to begin showing soon, or do we have a few years, perhaps when he reaches
To be
his
honest,
changes?
To be honest, I'm not too sure. It could be down to that. Everyone is different. There could be a trigger. There could be. I had a friend. We did not know he was a magic user until he almost drowned in the river, and that sort of awakened it in him. And he is still alive today, and that's what saved him. But he had no idea about it.
Indeed. Okay.
Is there any questions you wish to ask of me? And also, I know this may seem a little bit unprofessional, but there are a lot of you here. If you prefer more comfy beds, particularly with an injured child that needs rest, my mother's house is all open. She runs not an inn, but a place to stay.
I cannot speak for everyone, but the boy and I will be fine here. I appreciate your generous offer, but in a strange town, you understand.
Of course. And you know where the doctor's is if you need me. And my mother's house is the house next door. So if you need to call in the middle of the night, if anything is wrong.
If it is okay with you, I will put the offer to the other group members, but...
Of course. And he sort of gestures to go back in.
With... Jeff, with the magic,
Yes.
just how strong is he? For you to notice this young, for him to be showing already.
I don't know, but it's definitely there. You won't know until the first time he accidentally sets something on fire or whatever it is he does. And then that is when you're probably gonna know.
Okay. And one last question before we head back in, then I'll just, if he's going to push the door, I'll just pull it closed again.
Mhm.
The young woman with us, the skeletal looking one,
Yes.
nothing familiar, strange about her to you?
Well, she's a skeleton.
Tell me, do you recognize the name Cerise?
I can't say I have, I'm afraid. I've mainly lived here with just my mother. I'm not,
How about the surname Pevensey?
And he sort of stops and he has a think, and he's like, no. I mean, I may have met her by another name on a list or something. I mean, I myself take my mother's maiden name, her surname. I do not use my father's. I barely see him. So unless it is something like that.
Sorry, this talk of names makes me realize how rude of me. Ayla Galanadel, at your service.
And he just holds out hand and shakes your hand in a very friendly manner. He's like, it's a fine name. It's always good to keep a strong name.
Yes.
That's why I kept my mother's Hastings. I feel that is a strong name.
Jeff Hastings.
Mm-hmm. Jeffrey, but that's normally when I'm in trouble with my mum.
Yes, indeed. To be honest, Ayla's a bit of a alias for me. My trading name is Matthias, so sometimes...
So which one would you prefer me to call you?
In front of everyone, I generally go by Matthias.
Okay, that's no problem at all. Same last name or?
Yes, that'll do fine. Tell me, is there much trading for ice peppers in this area?
No, I can't say I have. I saw them once when I was traveling.
A rare commodity.
Yes, indeed. My mother loves them though. It was one thing she did demand I bring back from my travels when I was training. So you don't happen to have any on you, do you?
I will pull one of the freshest ones from my pack
Hmm.
and just say to him, this is a gift, the first one. I will possibly open a market stall tomorrow in the town centre where I will be selling them for 10 gold apiece.
Thank you. And he takes it. It's like, you have no idea how much you have made my mother happy right now.
Yes, and your mother's name was?
Claire Hastings.
Claire Hastings.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this conversation. Thank you for looking after
No
the boy.
problem. And as I said, any problems, you know where I am.
Indeed. And I'll swing the door open and gesture for him to walk through. As I do so, before they get the headphones back on, but never mind. As I do so, can I just do an insight, perception, investigation check on him just to see anything that's worth seeing? Remember, both me and Ed do have nat ones whenever you want to invoke those.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go investigation or insight.
Whichever's better for you. He just seems like a guy that he is a doctor. He is trained. He's traveled and trained.
Then I'll lean my head in and just say, Cerise,
Yes?
a moment.
Alright. And I just kind of follow through the door. I give a small nod to Jeff and thank you for helping both of them. It's very much appreciated.
No problem at all, ma'am. And he sort of walks in to go and check on Izzy again.
I'm
What? really
really sorry to Ed and Ambly, but could we
Yes.
have another private conversation?
God
That's
damn it.
right, take him off!
Is it? No, okay, fine.
That's
Fine,
fine.
have your privacy.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, what is it?
Cerise, Jeff, you recognize him, yes?
Of course I do. Yes, he's the boy I came to that town with.
As if I can't remember, slightly before I got mugged by 3 strange prophets and then a bloody demon or something attacked
Yes,
us.
I remember that.
Yes, he knows nothing of you. Your first name, last name, has no recollection.
I know, I've asked him. He says he has a mother who
Claire.
lives here.
Claire Hastings.
all of his family died in a gigantic fire when he was young. He has no family.
The name isn't familiar to you? Claire Hastings?
No.
Jeff Hastings? Jeffrey Hastings?
Jeff, of course. So I could look at that boy and tell you it's Jeff.
And
It's hair though.
you know he took his mother's maiden name.
Maiden name.
He didn't take his father's name. I
Right.
couldn't discover what his father's name was, but I've seen you trying to ferret out this little mystery. I know it means something to you, much as Izzy's welfare means to me, and I
He means
thought
a lot to me.
that might be useful information to you. Perhaps the father's secrets will lead you elsewhere.
Yes. Thank you, Ayla. It does mean a lot. How are you, by the way?
He looks at you, smiles, says, dry.
From like the whole like niceness switches off like a blink, and Shreese just frowns at you and just sort of, I know exactly who it was that threw that on me, you bastard.
Oh, who
I'm
was
going-
it then?
You and Izzy. I'll get you both back for it, preferably when Izzy's coherent and conscious.
Perhaps. We'll see.
We
That's
will.
2-0, by the way.
Is it? Is it though? I count seeing you fall in the sea as wonderful. But
Oh, well, if we're counting dunkings, then I guess that would be 4-1.
you are a treasure, aren't you, Ayla Galanadel?
I am indeed.
And with that, Sharice just gives you a small roll of her eyes, but a little smirk on her face as she pushes the door back open and goes back in. This is my headset signal. Headset.
Hello.
Okay, we're good. Hello. We've just discussed you're out of the pie.
Fine.
Me and Ed has created a secret club.
They got t-shirts.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so you guys back in the room, you can see Jeff over Izzy. Izzy is breathing far more steadily now, and everything seems to be going well. He stands up, he goes, I offered it to your very lovely friend Matthias here, but my mother owns not an inn, but a place where people can stay. If you would prefer to have more comfier beds, if you are here for this, you are very welcome. I would probably feel better having these very ill people under my roof, just so I can check up on them every now and then. But
Izzy and I will remain here.
yes, they have decided to remain here. But I am just offering it is open to you.
Yes, I think that would be a wonderful idea. Fen, and
Yeah.
I give Fen a look as if to say, you're going to agree with what I'm about to say to you. And I go, Fen, you're going to come and stay at the lovely at Jeff's house so he can look at you, right?
You're going to roll a persuasion.
You can see Ina standing behind Jeff and like, just no, bad idea.
Ha! Get wrecked, Jeff.
Fen is just like, yeah, okay, like no, almost not
Lovely.
sure what he's agreeing to.
Oh yeah,
Ina, do you want to come along?
absolutely.
Lovely.
Mm.
Rathlin,
I think I'm good here, actually.
you're going to stay here. Oh, lovely. Well, that sounds good. Is that all right with you, Jeff, having the three of us under your roof?
Of course, my mom cooks for everyone. She'll be happy to have more people there. And now we've got this, and he holds up this ice pepper that Matthias has given us. He's going to be a very happy lady with this, and he goes to
Probably.
the door.
An
It's the
ice
house next
pepper.
door to the doctors. I sort of combine the both. So
Right.
you feel free to head over whenever you wish. I will let her know and get some food going. With this,
Lovely.
he waves it at Aylar and like quite happily sort of leaves.
Jeff, I have one last question.
Yes, of course.
And I'll stand so my body blocks everyone in the room and just say, does this mean anything to you?
You can see like a glint in his eye as you hold up the item. And he's just like, and you can see him almost like take a double take and goes, no, never.
Insight the merry
Dickens
hell out of him.
Inside the
I want to
Dickens
see
out of-
what
wanna see.
Ayla's holding up.
Okay. He genuinely looks confused. Like he's like, hang on, and then he takes it and looks at it. He's like, may I?
I will reveal the necklace I stole from Cerise.
Oh.
And
My hand flies immediately to my neck, and I'm like, when the bloody... Do you know how priceless that is? You bastard.
And he sort of looks at it and goes, yeah, I think my mum had one of these. I wonder where... Ah, okay. And he goes, well, let me know if you need me to help her carry anything over there. And so you're staying here, Matthias, aren't you?
I'll stay here, yes, and
I'll make sure Ben downstairs makes sure to give you a meal, you and the boy a meal. So I will see you, and I'll see the rest of you later. And like I said, Matthias, if you need some help, you know where I am.
thank you.
And he wanders off.
And
Where
I
you bow, he awkwardly goes, oh, and like does like this weird
I
bow.
turn and throw the necklace back to Cerise.
I
Like-
catch it, and I give you a very long stare.
You're welcome, he recognizes it.
Yes, well, thank you for that, but be careful with things, alright? And I just put it back around my neck, and just kind of give it a little squeeze to affirm it's around with me. I don't understand. He gave this to me back at the town. I don't understand, but maybe going into his house and seeing his mother will help, but whatever it is, there's still the race to that mountain, isn't there, Genla?
He's just nodding in the corner. He's quite just relaxed. Now that everyone is okay, it's almost like he's on a bit of a come down. You didn't realize how tense he was about the situation until he slowed down.
Right, well, we'll make it as brief as possible, and then we've got to go and see to lovely Magnus on that mountain there with that dragon. And all of those bats. Were they bats? They looked like bats. Can't remember. Filthy things. Anyway, I'm probably going to head to the house now. Ina, you don't have to join me if you don't want to.
I'm not gonna leave you alone there, but
Fen doesn't have to come if he doesn't want to. I just wanted to make it seem like more people would go so that I wouldn't be prodding and probing on my own.
yeah, that's Do you really think that was a good idea? I mean, I know you want to help him, but it's probably a trap, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't want you to get hurt.
Oh, darling, I'm a skeleton. There's not much more that can hurt me. Don't worry. Fen, on the other hand, and I am, and yes, all right, Raffen. And with that, I turn to Fen, and if you want to stay here, you're more than welcome. We can just say that you changed your mind and went to have a little nap here. And besides, I think we all need you at your full strength if we're going up that mountain.
Sorry, who was that addressed to?
Fen.
Oh, Fen. Okay, he's just like, yeah. Like, he's still not fully with it, but he's there. But he's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Satisfied, Ina?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. And if we are not here in the morning, then I don't know, find us or something.
Yes, that would be most helpful. I mean, he said his house is next to the doctor's, so...
Once
Should be easy enough.
Izzy is back on his feet, if you haven't returned, I will look for you, but he is my priority.
I understand. But I think we've all had quite a lovely few experiences with doctors, as far as our journey goes, so we'll be on our toes, I think.
Indeed, hence my caution.
Right, Ina, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Let's
that.
split up the party again.
Alice is there going, yes.
And again, another success.
Here's me rolling up my sleeves with my 6 nat 20s, like, bring it fucking on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Time to one-shot the end
This is
game
a stupid
boss.
idea. Both me and Ina think so. It's like, we're still gonna die.
Time to just run up and one-shot the end game boss.
Okay, so are you guys heading to the house? Okay. So you guys start walking. There you walk through the street. You can see it's much like not super busy like it was before. You can see that drunken man still snoozing at his stall, and you come up to a fairly simple but sweet house. There's lots of what would normally be like vines climbing up the side of the house, but it's definitely like a weed, like a seaweed type thing, climbing up all the side of the house. It almost looks pretty, but you know what it is.
I guess I'll step up and knock lightly on the door.
Okay, you can hear coming, and you hear some little feet come rapping down this hallway, and the door opens like, hello, you must be
Cherise.
Hi, Cherise, and she holds a hand out.
What does she look like?
She has got long black hair. She's very, very pretty, and she's just do you know what I mean? Looks like a mum. She's just really rather adorable. And she then looks to Ina and goes, "Hi, and you are?"
Hi, I am Ina Silva at your service, and she.
Fantastic to meet you, Ina. Come in, like. And,
Absolutely. Before we continue, I'm just gonna add. I probably asked Taryn to stay at the inn.
Okay.
And I guess you.
Just stay with Izzy, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Check the cat. Okay.
And Fen was with you, wasn't he?
No, Fen stayed.
Okay. You go in and you walk down a long corridor with lots of doors that go off. And you say, there are bedrooms either side. You can pick whatever one you want. There's no one else here. And you can smell an amazing smell. This smells like the most epic stew, like the real home comfort, thick gravy kind of stew.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You said you live alone. Do you?
No, I have my son lives here. But,
yes, sorry.
I normally I rent out rooms or anything.
Yes. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, Jeff must think I'm ever so silly. On my travels, I saw a man that looked exactly like him. I wasn't sure if it was, Jeff's father or your husband or something that was traveling.
Well, I haven't seen my husband for a very long time. In fact, he's never. So I left his father when Jeff was very, very young. So he doesn't really necessarily know much or remember much about him.
Right.
I felt like this was a better place.
Of course, it is a lovely place. Yes.
I mean, to be honest, I don't have any contact with. I don't even know where his father is.
Oh, you don't know the name of the father?
What do you take me for? Of course I know that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's one of the jokes we have back home. I'm so sorry. I've travelled all over the sea. Okay, of course.
Something. Come in. And as you walk in, Jeff is sat at the table already, with a bowl. He's and he stands up quickly as if to be polite, and he's like, "Hello, let me get you a bowl each." And he starts dishing into it. And he's like, "Drink." He seems incredibly awkward by this.
Relevant information. Light Fingery donates 3 nat 1s for Cerise because she's far too cocky with her 6 nat 20s. This should even the odds.
You know what? I wanted one fucking session. One session where I didn't possibly die or possibly get something happen to me. I was enjoying my 6 nat 20s, enjoying them.
See, like this, at least Ina and Cherise is gonna die during
Yeah.
the slumber party.
Yeah.
Like a proper girls' slumber party.
And again, let's talk about boys as Jeff's mum comes at us with
Jeff
Thank
is
you.
putting these bowls in front of you, and he's
Okay.
just like, eat, and he's like, Mum, sit down and eat. Like, and she's like, I know, I'm just trying to clean up this. Like, she's fussing basically to make the place look nice.
Question, because
Yes.
obviously I've still got Alter Self on.
Hmm.
If I took a bite of food, what would happen? Would it just drop on the floor?
Probably.
Because I'm physical, aren't I?
Yeah, it would
Ina is-
probably
yes.
like from about here would just fall onto the table.
Ina goes, we have actually just have a big meal, and
Well, we can always because I'm not sure if Jeff told you we're traveling. So if it's possible, because I'd love to try this delicious food, we could always take a little bit with us. Would that be all right?
yeah.
Yes, of course. And she like starts to like put some in bowls and doesn't really have a lid, so she's just like putting another plate on top of it and not really knowing what to do. Jeff is eating, like he is just shoveling his food in, and he's just like, so how was the boy when I left, and the guy you were with?
Oh, much better, I think, right, Ina?
Good,
Yeah, absolutely. You're such a good healer. How
thank you.
how long have you been studying this magic?
Well, I've always wanted to do it, and Mum used to be a bit of a healer, and like, so I just felt like it was something I was meant to do, and there was no one else in the village that did it, so I traveled to learn a little bit, but otherwise, yeah, I came back.
Yeah, you're doing a great job
It's an
helping all these
amazing gift.
people.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh dear. Yes, no, sorry, Jeff. I was telling your mother, the reason for sort of my confusedness earlier was because on our travels we've encountered a man that looked very similar to you. And I just wasn't sure if I'd ran into your father or not.
Oh well, I wouldn't. No, I don't think I've met my mum. Have I met Dad? Like, and she's just like, not since you were 3, darling. Like, and she's just
Oh, hashtag relatable.
yeah, and he looks at you with like a bowl, like what? Like he looks very confused.
Oh no, my father also disappeared when I was about 4 years old.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, he like literally a few days ago just popped into my life again. So that's
Oh,
interesting.
It is very
Yeah.
wow.
bit of
Yeah,
a family,
exactly.
bit of
I'm
a
not-
family
I'm
get
not-
together.
I'm not expecting that to happen, but
You never know.
Could happen.
I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, and he just keeps to eat. Like he's now like tearing a big bit of bread off to dip in like this gravy and just like munch into it.
Nom 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 nom. Awkward silence.
Yeah, Charisse is kind of.
It's like an awkward
Sa-
silence, so I will keep doing this until you
She-
say something.
Charisse has sort of sat there silently, even though she'd never admit it. She's silently wishing she had like Aylar or someone with good persuasion skills to like try and wiggle all this information out. So, with her attempt at a conversation with that market person before, she's sort of.
So, where have you guys come from?
Oh my goodness. Do you know, I've been travelling for so long, all the names and places just sort of blend into one another. Certainly across the sea, though. Over several oceans and lands
I've
and mountains.
only been across the sea once. And
Oh?
yeah,
Really?
ages ago, I was doing it to learn some healing stuff for some just local healers in the area.
Hmm.
I didn't go very far.
No.
I sort of skipped out on the past isles. I don't know about that, but they've got a bit of a slave thing going on there.
Yes.
Mm.
We avoided that as well.
Yeah. I didn't stray massively far though. I knew I was coming back here, so
Hmm.
it was all good. And like that, I didn't know anyone whilst I was traveling, so it was quite nice to come home. It's not like I could go and visit anyone or stay with anyone.
No,
So.
of course not. No. Oh dear. No, and Charisse just kind of leans back in her chair a little bit and puts her hand over her mouth and just, I cannot get the image of that man that I saw out of my head. The similarity is uncanny. What
How
did you?
so? And he just keeps going.
Well, it's just the face shape and the eyes and absolutely the hair. I think it was the hair color, just very similar. What did you say your father's name was?
Mom, what was Dad's name? I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't really. So what was his name? And she sort of looks and she's like, we don't really talk about.
Oh, my apologies. I'm
Um,
so sorry. I just thought.
it's
Roll
absolutely fine.
roll mind reading.
Mind reading.
Damn it, woman! Tell me his name. Charisse launches across the table with a knife. Tell me his name. No. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to bring up any
It's
awkward.
okay. I mean, his name was Sam. His name was Sam, and he was lovely when we were growing up. But it didn't work out.
No.
We didn't last particularly long. Jeff does not seem bothered by this. He is obviously just he doesn't know anything about his dad, so he's
Yeah. Well, it looks like you've got a wonderful life yourself here.
And as I think, as Jeff was telling one of your friends, like he's taken my last name. It's just something we keep. We want to keep going.
Of course.
Carry on family name and do it that way. I mean, are you girls single? And he's like, Mom.
Single. Yeah. I mean, yes. I can't.
She's like, there you go.
Oh.
And he's like, he has gone like red, and if he could drown himself in his stew, he probably would.
Ina is like happily married,
Yeah.
keeping her glove on.
Charisse kind of nudges Ina in the side and goes, well, Ina here is very happily almost taken, right, Ina? But no, I've been alone and used to it that way, you know.
Well,
Sort of,
would you like to see your rooms? Would you like a room
Yes.
with a chair, or would you like?
Ina, what would you like to do?
Share.
Yeah, of course, we'll share.
Okay, and she just walks you along the corridor, close to the front door actually, and just shows you a room with 2 simple beds in there.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much.
And we're going to pan over to Arathian and Pilar. You guys are sat in the tavern, and you can see Izzy is going. Seems to be getting a little bit worse actually. And I'm going to use one of his nat 20s on the con save against thing. Is River donated? So he passes that with flying colours. So after about an hour, he starts to stir and wake up, and he's just like, "Ayla."
Izzy, yes, I'm here. Run across, grab his hand, put a hand on his forehead. Is he warm?
He seems like a more normal temperature now. He's warm, but if it is, it's because he's in loads of blankets.
I hold his nose and tell him to say, ah.
He's like, ah.
Now, how many fingers am I holding up? 3. Well, it was a close run thing, wasn't it, Warathlian?
Sure was.
But it looks like you've come out alive. You've survived.
You were a fighter, son.
What happened? He's like looking between both of you.
You survived. That's what happened. You're strong, Izzy. Strong.
Both in mind and mind. No, not
Body.
both in body and mind. Whatever. Spirit possible.
I am. Like, and he looks like he's like, was
Very
this
clearly.
a test?
Oh, all of life is a test.
You should always prepare for the worst.
Okay. I'm really sorry. I don't remember much.
That's
Well, you were out of it.
Was I supposed to remember?
I'll pick him up and give him a hug.
He sort of just like reaches over you and sort of hugs you around the neck back. And he's just like, what's the next lesson?
You will need time to recover from your great battle.
Okay. What did I battle? And then Izzy looks to Wrathian when Alar's not really saying, what did I battle?
We're not quite sure there, son. But you did win, and that's the important part.
Oh. Okay. So, did I win all on my own?
I would.
No. But an ally is never to. You should never. What's the word I'm looking for? You should never shy from an ally, anyways.
Oh.
Doesn't matter how you win, Izzy, so long as you win.
Exactly.
Okay. Is it- And like as he's about to say something, you hear his stomach rumble.
You need some food there. Let's go get some
I
of the
do-
delicious fish soup.
I believe there was a guy, Ben, who was preparing us some food. I'll run and get him, and Ayla will run down and find this Ben guy and get some food off him.
Okay, this Ben has like got these dishes ready, and it is like a fish soup, like almost like a stew.
It's grey but delicious.
It is grey but delicious. That is a slogan right there. And you bring it up, and it does indeed smell amazing.
I'll bring it up for all three of us to eat.
Yep, Izzy tucks in quite hurriedly, and he's just like, "Oh, this is so good!" Like, and just keeps on going.
Not too fast. You may choke.
And he sort of at that point does the big, like a big like swallow. There's a massive chunk of like bread that goes down, and you see him sort of look around, and Fen is asleep, and so is Genlar, who's propped himself up back in the corner, and it is getting slightly dark out. And where's Ina and Charisse?
Oh, they're investigating a new friend for us.
Investigating.
Yes, it would seem there is a healer in the town. It would seem that there is a healer in the town that Cerise recognizes, but he doesn't recognize Cerise.
That's like a proper mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shouldn't we go help?
No, we'll stay here.
As your battle was to survive, her battle is to figure out her riddle.
No.
Well
I
said.
do feel like I hurt a little bit, but it could be just because I ate so fast.
Possibly.
So what do you guys do for the rest of the evening? Like, how are your characters feeling at this moment? Like, Izzy's better. Fen is definitely better, just being lazy. So what are you guys?
I mean, like, if Izzy needs occupying, I'll give him something to do, like practicing his words or something. I'll give him a book and let him do that, and I'll try and draw Raffian aside for a conversation.
You do. Izzy has been asleep for a long time, so he is now very awake and doing these bits with the books.
Okay, so Raffian, there's two things. First of all, a while back now, I set Izzy a challenge to try and spot a lie in you.
Okay then.
I guess I've since learned that you don't really ever tell any lies.
Not really.
So perhaps you could sow a few little white ones for him to try and detect as part of his training.
Like the one I just did, you mean?
Yes, very much like that one, but ones that aren't so crucial that he doesn't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Secondly, you understand magic, yes?
Somewhat, yes.
The boy is going to have some degree of magical prowess.
Well, he did get kidnapped by the doctor, so I would assume he already had some prowess.
That's true. Jeff spotted it in him. Thinks it could show soon, or maybe not. But I would appreciate your help if you could help him understand and deal with it. I imagine you too went through that as a boy one time.
Well, I did go to school for it too. And my father was also a cleric, and he learned some. He taught me some before I went to school.
Yeah.
I can try.
I mean, I can tell you what to watch out for. I grew up in a, well, a magpie nest, I suppose. We did have the occasional magic user.
Yeah.
Hands will begin to appear and snatch things.
What do you mean?
It's a difficult thing to describe.
You mean like magic hands is gonna pickpockets?
Pretty much. That is how thieves generally show their magical prowess. That, or maybe one day he'll turn invisible, fade into the shadows.
Well, that would be a neat trick for a thief, I guess.
Exactly. I'm just trying to give you a heads up. He won't suddenly shine with divine light.
Oh, I didn't guess that. I assume he would show his magic in some other way.
Indeed. Well, I guess we should continue to help him with his words.
Do that,
Thank you for your assistance.
of course.
Okay. And we flick back over to Charisse and Ina, who are both. What are you doing? You've just been showed your bedroom for the evening. So what are you doing?
I'm just sort of sat on my bed very quietly, sort of twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm speaking quite low, but I don't want to whisper into the mic. But so I'm thinking about investigating the house.
With that, Charisse kind of leans in and says, "Well, it is getting to evening, but I do possess a sleep spell."
No, I think let's do this like there's nothing wrong. Like they haven't gone to bed yet. Let's just ask for a tour around the house or something. We can go and look ourselves.
All right. Well,
Um,
sounds like a good idea, I think.
I'm actually gonna remove my armor.
Okay.
So I just have ordinary clothes, so I don't like clink, clink,
Yeah.
during the. It's like, so I just walk out the room and like,
I'll follow.
yeah, and literally just start to, look around the house, not like opening all the drawers and
Like
looking
Legend
for
of
secret documents, just like,
Legend of Zelda, smashing pots. Like,
yeah.
This is a homely family house.
Okay.
She's obviously taken great care to make it look welcoming to whoever would come in.
Yeah.
It's like one of those seaside homes. You go places and they've put lots of seaside memorabilia. Like she's
Yeah.
had a big, like conch shell, and she's put that on top of like a chest
Did-
or something like that.
Do they have any guest books?
Yeah, there's a guest book kind of thing. You notice that some of the guest books are literally marked with an X. You can probably some of the people who stayed here cannot read.
Right.
So there don't seem to have been many guests here.
Are there any names we recognize?
There are no names you recognise. These just seem like standard names.
No Magnus.
No Magnus. No Magnus was here. No. No.
Okay.
And not Genla.
Nope, there is no Ginla.
Okay, so nothing in. I actually write my name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
she-
there is a
she
comment
already has.
section as well, so you can write what you want about the place as well.
Yeah. Okay. Can I roll like investigation or?
Yeah. What are you trying to find?
I'm trying to find maybe the cloak, or if Jeff wore like a cloak, the same when it disappeared, or any papers with names I recognize. Any, I guess photos doesn't exist. So I guess like
paintings or something like a.
some paintings, some items, anything that would indicate that.
Well, you go. There aren't. Okay, so this is a 2-story house. On the bottom floor, there are rooms like very much like the one you were staying in. And she did say earlier there was some upstairs as well, which are also near their sleeping quarters, so her room and his room. So there's those sorts of places. Are you going upstairs, or are you? What are you doing here?
I think I'm looking around the entire house, so both downstairs and upstairs. I also want to look for the magpie symbol somewhere, or any like family emblems that I would recognize.
Okay.
Smiling man, maybe on a wall.
Vicious you are. Okay.
Evil.
It's when you get to the end of it and you're like, nope, this is a regular guy. So are you guys going? So all of downstairs is the kitchen. You can still see Claire, like she's washing up. She's trying to pot up some of this stuff in these weird makeshift like plate bowl thingies. And Jeff is wiping down the table. There are 3 other rooms downstairs, and they are all identical to yours, with maybe a slight tweak, like a vase with some flowers in, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll actually go over and just sort of. So I give Vina a little smile and a shrug, and I'll walk over to Claire and that. And I'll sort of.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hello.
Did you mind? Did you want some?
No, actually, no. I'm still quite full. I was just going to say the smell. Goodness, do you know, I've not smelled anything that good since my sister cooked for me when I visited her.
Thank you.
You know, I always used to say to her when I got through the door, I said, Charlotte Pevensey, you get me some of that wonderful stew right away. And she'd go, yes, coming up, sister. Just,
That sounds so lovely.
It's absolutely.
I mean, I don't get to cook for people often, so I really enjoy it when I get to.
Oh, well, thank you very much for letting us stay. We were just appreciating your lovely house, right, Ina?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We get loads of visitors as we're, in the middle of nowhere. It's not.
Oh.
But I think it's a nice thing to have, just in case someone like yourself passed through.
Of course.
Yeah.
Would you, well, just because your house is so lovely, would you mind giving us a little tour? It seems so.
Could you roll a persuasion, please?
Gonna use one of my nat 20s.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Can you also just put in the Zoom chat that you've used one, just so he knows to take it off the.
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, of course. Like, she seems incredibly flattered by the fact you think her house is lovely, and she's like, yes, yeah. Where would you like to start first?
Oh, just anywhere you'd like.
Well, and she sort of starts to walk in the corridor, and she's like, well, the bathroom's there for you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, there's the bathroom, there's obviously the bedrooms, but I don't know if you'll be super interested in that. We do have a study, and she walks through out the back of the kitchen, and you go into, it's a really empty room. There's like a book which Ina will recognize as one of her favorite childhood stories, and she's like, this was Jeff's favorite as a kid. Like, I just have it in here in case we have kids stay.
These are the best. Have you have you read it?
A very long time ago, I used to read it to Jeff. It was one of his absolute favorites.
Yeah, it's so exciting with the dragons. Do you know any legends about dragons?
Legends about dragons? Well, I have, as much as people don't always believe me. I have seen some.
You have? Really?
Yes.
Where?
Years and years ago, I saw one, and also. Well, I thought I must be going mad. I'm probably going doolally-tat in my old age. I thought I saw one the other day, but don't tell Jeff because he'll just try and think I've got some sort of illness or something.
Oh yeah, like dragon doesn't exist.
Oh God, Martina!
Yes. So anyway, if you want to do some work in there, feel free. Just let me know, and I can leave a candle in there for you if you want to.
No,
work
thank you.
later.
I might actually. Yes, just write up things about our travels, if if it's all right.
Delightful. And then she walks past. She's like, and there's like a table by the door. She's like, "That's our guest book." And there's like there's like a crack down a vase that is placed next to it with some flowers that have been shoved in. And she's like, "And up the stairs," and she starts to walk up.
Yes.
There's a couple of cupboards where I keep all the sheets. A bit boring, really. Probably don't want to see that. This is my room, and she literally opens it up, and it's beautiful. There's a huge window that looks out onto this like lake sea type thing, which would probably be quite grim, but she's made the room feel lovely. There's can one of you roll perception, please?
I'm just gonna do it because I bet she's
Yeah, perception. I have 0 in perception. Let's go. 12.
Can we both roll it or just one of us?
No, you can both roll. You're
All
both
right.
sort of looking in the
Damn
room.
it!
Okay.
It's a room.
See much, but you do notice there is something framed on the wall as she closes the door. And then she moves.
Sorry, Alice, what was that?
There is something framed on the wall as she closes the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she goes, "This is Jeff's room. I probably won't open that. Oh, we'll open it anyways. It's like, if it's messy, it's his own fault." And she opens it, and it is messy. There's stuff, coats, bottles, like little medicine bottles and notebooks everywhere where they look like he's been working stuff out and writing something down.
Look at that.
Yeah, and she's like, "Yes, probably shouldn't say I took you in there." And
Oh,
she-
it's all right.
Yeah, don't worry. Like
all-
and
I have a smaller brother that does like the same thing. Is like, boys, am I right?
Oh, they always say the
I
creative mind is the
I never
messiest.
had a little girl, but I was sort of assuming, are they tidier? A girl's tidy? I feel tidy.
I mean, Charlotte used to cause all sorts of havoc in the kitchen, but yes, you know,
And then there's these last 2 rooms, and they're very much the same as yours. So, back downstairs. Would you like that?
Sorry, I saw something that was framed on the wall in that room. What was that?
Like roll persuasion.
Okay.
you fool! Oh, I was gonna do it. Oh no!
Do a thing. Like no, let's not. Let's see how far we can go with this. I actually gonna use my natural 20 with that one.
Okay. And she's like, "Oh, that was an old family picture that we had done a while back. I mean, well, I'll show you." And she opens the door and walks in and takes you over to just this small painting. She's like, and there's a picture of what looks like a very young Claire, a very, very young Jeff, like a little Jeff, and a man, but the face has been like just torn out. And she's like, "I apologize for that. Jeff did that when we first left. He didn't take it well as a child, so but I think it's the only thing I've really got of him that small."
Yeah, I understand.
Like miming folding the picture over.
Can we see anything like clothes, hair color, ears, anything like that? This is not in character. Like this is asking.
Well,
You got ears?
are you gonna persuade her to ask?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Wait her to. Oh, you need a good. I'm gonna tell you now. You need a good roll.
Yeah, but can I see on the painting what the man is wearing?
It's like it's almost been pulled across the thing, and it's just like not a suit, but like a smart tunic and everything. Like that.
Can I use another of my nat 20s?
Okay. Yes.
Hope after all.
She's just like, "This is Jeff's father, who we don't really talk about. His name was Samuel. He was a lovely man at one point."
Yeah, at that you can see Ina like, right.
Forgetting it. And, he's like, and when you say right, she sort of stops. It's like, "Oh, okay."
No, sorry, Like I had a friend named Samuel.
Oh,
Coincidence?
yeah.
Ah.
But yes, we didn't. After he became what he was, I didn't really want to be associated with him, so we took my maiden name. And we sort of dropped the Mangeli name and didn't feel like going.
Oh, now you understood. Now you understood. Oh, you didn't know his first name, did you? Oh, I did.
And she's like, "Are you okay?"
Oh, she's fine.
Wasn't in character.
I don't care. I'm taking it as that.
And she goes, "Oh, my back! It really hurts, you know, with the."
Well, you're in the
wind and-
right
I know,
place.
right? Oh dear, my
Deception
back!
on that, maybe?
Oh no!
Shut up!
Like, Ellie, you know he's gonna actually want to examine you now, and you have an illusion spell on.
You hear footsteps
I
coming.
run.
You are so silly.
Are you
Silly
actually?
Ellie.
No.
No. And he comes up and pokes in and he's like, "You alright?"
Oh yes, sorry. I just had a bit of a crick, but it's all better now. Don't worry.
Have a look. And he
No,
sort of
honestly,
wanders over.
no, Jeff.
So
honestly.
many deceptions needed. So many.
Shut up!
Hey, you hang on. He's like, "No, honestly."
No, please, no. Honestly, I've got my salves in my bag. I'm all good.
Okay, well, we're gonna nap one that. So he's now gonna come over and sort of try to pull your back, and his hand effectively goes through, and he's like,
Oh, sorry about that. No, do you know that's a bit of a condition I've got there with my magic that I use. Sorry.
"No, and he sort of grabs you. And pulls you
Ah!
What?
Okay.
I'm sorry. How did you do that?
Oh, it's so basically it's a little magical spell that I've got on when I travel. It just keeps me a little bit safe. Obviously, I do trust myself in your house, but you know, I
Roll persuasion.
yeah. Yeah, God, yeah.
What-
I'm so tense right now.
Oh, so you don't actually look like this?
Busted.
No, I don't. But unfortunately, I'm with a.
Claire steps up. She's like, "I would like to know who's in my home."
Madam, and Charisse kind of puts her hands together and, Madam, my actual appearance is a little frightening, and I assure you I have no ill intentions towards you. I am traveling, but
No, but you are making me a little nervous now. I would like to see who is in my house.
all right. I would just like to apologize in the meantime, and I will leave if you tell me to afterwards. I understand. And with that, she brings up a hand and drags it down herself as she dispels all of herself.
You see Jeff take a step back, like he didn't expect that at all. And Claire looks at you, and she looks at you up and down. She's like, "So as everyone has a look," and sort of shuffles out the room.
What was that? Right.
Are you calling after Claire? Or
Yeah.
Oh dear, it's fine. I've seen worse.
Oh, right. I want.
Worse comes out of this woods, you know.
I know. I wanted to apologize for the deception. I just, you know.
Well, I am glad we are now all fair with each other.
Yes,
Do
absolutely.
you still wish to stay the evening? That does make sense why you didn't want the stew now.
Ah,
Sort of suddenly thinking, oh.
oh, if you'll have me. But if not, I'm more than happy to go back to the tavern, and Ina can stay if she wants, or
And you're not some skeleton being either.
No.
she's normal. Don't
And
worry.
Jeff stands there and just
Yeah, she lets them. She's like, yeah, I'm very much alive and a half elf, and I don't use magic, so I can't really. I can make a fake mustache with my hair.
She's very good at
And
that.
Claire laughs at this, like finds it rather amusing. She's like, well, you're both very welcome to stay. I would, however, like you to assume your skeletal form whilst you're here, just so that I can feel more comfortable. I never thought I'd
Oh.
say
Of course, yes. That's fine. I hope you understand why I put it on, you know.
Of course.
Right, well, thank you. And with that, Sharice is going to quietly give a very small bow
Mhm.
and then go back to her room.
But hang
No.
on. As Earthen Lady donates to give
No.
everyone a nat 1, Alice a nat 20, and make it twice worse for the party.
Now, there was something I wasn't going to do, but I might do it now.
Do it.
Abort
do
mission,
it,
Allie!
do it,
We need to
do
leave!
it.
I run! I'm going! I'm
You know,
going
you
back to that fucking river.
shield on her spine and like, oh no, my spider
Okay.
senses are tingling. Let's run!
It is now nighttime.
Is
and
it?
Claire has gone to sleep.
Has she?
And you guys, are you asleep in the room?
No.
No, I can't anyway.
At your door, it is early hours of the morning. You hear
Yes? Who is it?
Hi, it's Jeff. Can I come in?
And I kind of look at Ina for assurance.
Wait, I'm naked.
She
Oh,
is
I'm so sorry.
Wait,
delightfully
2
so.
seconds. And Ina has not gone to sleep. She has like sat on a bed with her clothes on and like just wait like 10 seconds. Okay, you're welcome in now. Yes,
The door like handle sort of twists, and she's like, I just thought I'd check on how you were. I noticed you reacted a certain way, or my mother mentioned that you acted oddly to my father's name.
I just glance at Ina like, not to do with me.
Please do deception, please.
Oh no.
Both of you.
How the heck have I got? All right. Oh,
14.
13. Damn it.
Okay. He doesn't necessarily believe you, but he's not. He's more unsure. He's just like, I would really like to know. I never met him. I don't know what he's like. I don't know.
Well, he's a doctor at what town was he?
Hang
Was
on,
it-
you know him.
Yeah, we ran into him. And he's a doctor that
He's a doctor.
Yeah.
Very well renowned. The people in the town that we went to, they absolutely adore him.
They do.
Yes. So
Am I like anywhere near his level?
you are way better. Trust me, you are
Absolutely.
on
So much
entirely
better.
other better. level.
absolutely.
Okay.
And
you're gonna roll persuasion. for
No,
me.
no, I never
it's
lied.
true. No,
We never lied.
no.
I
Sharice
mean,
is telling
the
the
whole
truth.
sentence. What you've all just said. Roll
Okay,
persuasion
fine.
for me.
No.
But I want the audience to know that we never said a lie. Deception.
No, persuasion, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
persuasion,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can reroll that, that's fine.
Persuasion. Yeah.
Yeah, they
11.
Yeah. He believes that you said his dad is an amazing man. And he's
We never
just-
said he was amazing.
you said he was well loved by the
Mm.
people.
By the townspeople,
Mhm.
which is still true.
Mm-hmm. And he does believe you.
Okay.
It didn't matter if you lied or not, it's whether he believes you.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And he's just like, so you actually met him?
Yes.
Yeah, Samuel Mangelli. Yes.
Wow. That's quite cool. Like, and he's a bit like, he's gone a bit giddy almost.
Isn't it? Small world.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Here.
Pardon, sorry?
Why are you guys here?
We're traveling. We're, going to brand new lands, seeing what we can explore.
To the mountain?
Well, I don't think we're going to go up that dreadful thing.
Why else would you come here?
Well, through the woods to see what's on the other side. We might head back, see if we can get our boat back through.
Roll deception.
Yes.
And use a nat 1. He's like, Why are you lying?
Because that mountain is dangerous, and I'd rather not encourage a healer such as yourself to go up there.
I'm not going up there.
Well, there we are. When I was around your age, the slightest idea of a gigantic mountain, and goodness, I'd be off, So it was just from personal experience.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say, if you are going up the mountain, you're going to want to go at early dawn. The light's the best, and the tide goes out, so you can walk rather than use a boat.
Oh.
The causeway comes out, and you can see it.
I see. Right. Well, thank you for that, Jeff. It's...
Also,
Yeah.
where did you get the necklace?
Someone gave it to me, a friend.
Oh, nice. Where
That's-
did they get it from?
I'm not sure. They didn't tell me. They just popped it into my hand and told me it was a little gift.
You know, my mum has the exact same one.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't see her wear it. Does she take it out for special occasions?
She wears it under her clothes more.
Oh,
than-
I see. I see.
It was a gift from my dad, so it's not something that, she has. So, I don't think she wants to be associated with it, but I think she cares about him really, especially if he was like a good doctor. I mean,
Yes.
but
Hmm.
anyway, I will leave you guys to it, and thanks. And he sort of shuffles off and closes the door behind you. We will flip over to Aylar and Raphael.
You killed Ali.
Aylar and Raphael. And it is like the sun is coming up. The sun is coming up, and you can hear the birds start to stir. And as you... Can you roll a perception for me, please, both of you?
Deception.
Mm-hmm.
What's my deception roll?
Deception.
No, perception.
I was gonna say. I was like, who am I deceiving? I feel like I should know.
21 for me.
Okay. Basically, you look outside and you notice that you didn't notice yesterday. The tide has gone all the way out to the mountain, to like this island that is revealed underneath, and it looks like it's still slightly underwater. You can tell not by much, but a giant stone causeway, like a big stone path that leads all the way out there. It looks like it would be quite a long walk, but the tide is still going down.
So you're telling us we need to hurry if we want to go over there?
Don't have to hurry, it's still going.
I don't really know anything about the sea, so... What do you
Easy.
see, Ayla?
You are
Ayla?
Ayla.
I am Ayla.
You're Aether, damn it.
I meant we're Afflian.
Personality confusion.
You see, we're Afflian, I find your name so difficult to pronounce that I sometimes replace it for my own.
Don't complain about my name. My mother gave me that.
I beg your pardon.
Oh yeah, I'm just kidding with you.
What was-
I'm not entirely sure either because I'm a land-based creature. I've never really been to the sea before.
Same, well, I mean, I've travelled across it, but I try not to get too involved with it.
Then you're more travel than I am.
Izzy at this point stirs, like waking up, like big stretch, like just sits upright in bed, and it's like, what are we doing today?
We, Izzy, are going to play a game.
Okay.
Now, I think I'm going to turn and wink at Rafflian. I think perhaps we should head outside so that we can play this little game.
Okay.
Come on then.
I could use a morning stroll.
And he hops up off the bed, quite bouncy, and heads out.
So as soon as we're like,
Ayla, as you step out of the doorway, one of the chambermaids takes a bucket of water and throws it out the window and covers you in water. To which Izzy is like, trying not to laugh, and you can thank I think that was his river for that donation. I
It
can't
was
remember.
Mr. Purple, I
Mr.
believe.
Purple, even.
Mr. Papa.
And you are drenched, and
Izzy, do you find this
Let's have a
amusing?
quick start for a morning.
he's really trying to like hold it up, and he's like, no.
Izzy, when something's funny, laughing is often the best medicine. Life is dark enough. Laugh.
And he proper belly laughs, and he's like tapping Rathian and pointing. He's like, "Did you see that?"
How could you miss that?
And he's
Please.
just having a proper laugh, like.
Please, Alice, just make an old man walk past and like.
I will begin just just wiping it off.
Yep.
Adds to my musk.
Well, you didn't need it to the musk.
You can say that again. Izzy, come quickly. Come over here.
And
And
he sort of quickly shuffles over.
I'm gonna
He's like, "Do I need my rapier?" And he goes,
No. Come quick. Shh, come in. Come here. First of all, Taschap gives you an advantage of going outside because it's never safe. But secondly, today's the day. You remember all that time ago we said that you would try and catch a lie in Raflian? I want you to find out 3 things.
"About what?"
His mother's name,
Okay.
where he came from,
Okay.
and what's his favourite colour.
Favorite, like how mine is green.
Yeah, probably, yes.
Okay. And Izzy sort of and like puffs out is just a little bit and does this really slow, awkward walk over to Rathian and puts his hands back. It's like, so.
Smooth.
So, I was just wondering, what was your mother's name?
My mother's name was Duella.
Duella.
Yes.
Duella. Okay. And where did you come from before you were with us?
Yeah, well, a little town by the mountain called Asmarin.
Go to what?
Asmarin.
He can't really say it because I can't. He's like Asvar, and he's like, and what's your favorite color? Because mine's green.
I would say purple.
Purple. Okay. I'm also going to use my nat 20 to see where he's lying.
the town name then.
His town name.
Yeah.
Great, because I can't pronounce that. And Izzy skips back over to Alar and pulls on like his jacket.
Go on.
I think he's lying about where he came from.
But now, how did you ask?
Politely?
You see, I was listening, Izzy. You've detected the lie. Well done. You've won the game. I would give you something, but all I really
He looks
have
over
is...
at Rathian and he's like, "Thank you." He just doesn't.
I would give you a reward, but all I really have is brandy, and you're far, far too young.
What's brandy?
Don't you worry about that until you're at least 18.
Oh.
Now, what you need to practice is the way you deliver your questions.
Okay.
Make it sound casual. For example, Izzy, what was your mother's name?
Her name was Rebecca.
But did you hear the way I asked? Not, oh, what lovely weather. What's her name?
Oh, I see.
You have to make it sound smooth and
So
flowing.
clever.
No, I'm not clever. I'm just wisdomous.
With a musk.
Yes. It's always important for a man to have a musk, Izzy.
Do I have a musk?
Not yet. You still smell fresh and young.
Oh. So, a musk is when you smell old.
It's when you smell like me, Izzy. That slightly woody, earthen sort of smell.
Rotten fish smell.
Currently.
Currently. You can just hear Ina from the distance.
Yeah, just on the wind. Okay.
I tell you, when you get older, the women won't be able to get enough of it.
Oh. Do I like?
I
Do? Is that what I want?
Probably not, no.
Oh. Why would the women like it?
They just can't help it.
Oh. But what does that mean? They just really like you all the time?
Yes, and then they give you nice meals, give you places to stay. At least that's my experience.
How I smell.
It's just a small part of the equation. The other part is how you ask questions.
Okay.
Like, tell me,
I've got-
dearest,
I've
is
got
your
a
husband in
question.
town? That's a good
I've
one.
got a new question, and he sort of walks over to Arathi and he's like, "So, Arathi, and it's nice and sunny out, and we're by the beach and everything. And do you have a mask?"
How did you find the mask then, Izzy?
So, and he's really like confused now. He's like, "Lara, it's not working."
A musk takes time to develop, Izzy. At least
And he
3
looks at
days, I
Arathi
find.
and sort of sniffs a little bit, and then looks back at Alar and is like, "Okay," and sort of, he's like, "Can we go to the beach? I want to find Auntie Ina and Charisse.
Well, which one do you want to do? Do you want to go to the beach, or do you want to find Auntie Ina and Charisse?
I want to find Auntie Ina and Charisse."
It's true,
And
they haven't
then-
come back yet. We're Afflian. We should probably be a little cautious, but perhaps we should head over to that place and find out if they are okay.
It wouldn't hurt, I guess.
Okay, Izzy, stealth mode.
And he immediately pulls his hood up, crouches, and starts to shuffle like a crab.
Come on, how have I taught you? Up the roofs, come on.
I try to like scramble up.
Yeah, and I scramble up as well, and we'll wave Rafflian. We're following from above.
I walk like a normal person.
Like a normal person. Okay, so it doesn't take long, but you guys get to, where the doctor's was, and you can see the house next to it. It's got a chimney, and you can smell fresh bread.
What was the last part?
You can smell fresh bread coming out of the chimney and the smoke.
From the house next to the doctor's.
Yeah, the house next to the doctor's, which is where the girls are staying.
Yeah. I give a light tap on the door.
Okay.
But not
As you do this, you can hear shuffling down the hall, like, "I'm coming," like, and the door opens, and she's like, "Oh, a dragonborn, hello!" And you see Claire in front of you, and she's got the biggest smile. She's got an apron over her and like a tea towel over the thing. She's got flour over her face, where it's obviously she's making bread, and she's like, come in, you must know the others." And you can hear girls. And so what are you two doing? What is Sharice and Ina doing?
Well, I'm in my room, probably just still. Actually, no, I'll have been in the study because I mentioned that I wanted to use it to write down things. So I guess I'll have been in there. And there's nothing interesting about the study, is there?
No, it's just
Okay, yeah, I'll have been in there.
I'm probably in the same room, just reading that one book again. Like, I just want to say, like, Ina hasn't slept during the entire night just because she's been on edge.
Yeah.
So she got probably rings under her eyes and like, hello.
One of your friends is here.
We have
Hey.
friends. Oh yes, the boys. Right. Yes. And
Well,
so
thank
I,
you for that.
Sort of
Welcome.
indicates for Warathlian to come forward. She's like, "Come on, don't be shy. Are you here for breakfast?"
Oh, well, don't mind if you do.
I will go and get it going then. And she shuffles off to the kitchen. So Ayla, are you still on the roof with Izzy right now outside?
Yes, I'll be watching from above. Have we seen? Could we see Ina from where we were?
You can't. They're inside in their room, so
Keep a good watch, Izzy.
I will. And he salutes and waits.
What is that? Never salute. What would you think this is an army? Come on, boy.
Supposed to do.
Nod. That'll do. There you go. Now you look like a rogue.
And we flick back to Charisse and Ina. So Rathian has just been showed into the house.
Hello, Rathlin. Nice of you to join us.
You did say to come, so.
Oh yeah.
We did.
I can count on you, and
Yeah.
sort of give him a like, yeah.
I gave a tap back a little bit harder,
Yeah.
but not really knowing my strength.
Oh, Ina,
Punch in the
she
face.
takes
Roll a
it.
strength for me, please.
She takes it.
You punch Ina in the face.
And Ina,
Shall
can
I add my
you...
plus?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Ina, you roll
do
a
it.
strength as well, and whoever has the most.
14 then.
Okay.
I want to use stand my ground.
Okay.
And that does what?
I get advantage.
All right.
Hit it.
Hit it.
I did, but it's super slow.
Hit it.
Found that with
I
rolls.
have. I don't want to roll twice. Give it like
Damn it,
30
Emily.
seconds. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Yeah,
18.
okay, so where I
Oi.
does do like a gentle punch,
Yeah.
and he just goes right and takes it,
Yeah.
and punches back a little bit harder.
But no, she's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just takes it
That's great.
with ease.
Now,
Okay,
Okay.
so
I
Claire
s-
beckons you all into the kitchen, like, come on, hot bread, frosting, jam.
now, Izzy, it's important to always arrange a signal to your friends to make sure that they understand. Yep. So he will literally go to the edge of the rooftop and he's going, yeah, yeah.
Ina goes, caca!
And she just turns her skull and just a very long sigh.
You
I'm on
see,
your
Izzy,
side there, so it's-
they're fine. Let's head down and pay them a visit, shall we?
Okay, so you're hopping down and coming in too.
Yes.
Okay, you just walk in. And you can see Claire bustling about in the kitchen. And when she sees you, she's like, oh, another one for breakfast. And Izzy's like eyes bulge at this, like, yes.
This is the boy that your dear son Jeff healed. We thought we'd come and pay you a visit.
As you say that, Jeff pokes his head round. He goes, Izzy, you're looking better. And he walks over and shakes Alar's hand. Or holds out his hand too.
My hand's probably a little bit slimy.
Okay.
Feel wet.
Well, Claire doesn't care. She comes over, she's like, Matthias, the ice pepper, thank you. My gosh.
Ice peppers.
Amazing. Like, and
Yes.
she's like, thank you so much. I have not had them in years. Amazing. Thank
Well,
you.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't know this little hamlet existed. I could be convinced to ship some across. I mean, it would be expensive.
I don't have much money, I'm afraid, and it would purely be for my own.
No, but I can tell you do have some sway, and I'm sure you could put a good word in with the mayor.
Can you roll a persuasion for me, please?
Hell yes, I can.
That one's it. Damn it.
Okay, she's like, oh, that's not a bad idea. And sort of has a ponder about it. But in the meantime, would you all like to come in for some breakfast? Or like she's looking at Izzy, who's like almost like jumping on the spot. And she's like, I think he's hungry.
He's always hungry, but yes, I think they'd like that.
And she sort of like guides him into it. She's like, come on then. And like sort of shuffles behind him. And he jumps up on the bench and she straight away serves him up some hot bread and some jam.
Ina is just tortured by the thought that this, like, Jeff's father kidnapped this boy.
Yeah.
And he's sitting and eating breakfast. It's like,
Yeah, you know, Charisse had just kind of sat there and Charisse just kind of shoots Ina a quick
Yeah.
look and sort of...
yeah, Ina's looking at Shari's like, yeah, I know what's up. Also, Ina is not eating anything. She is
I mean,
She
she's
does not eat anymore from strangers. She learned her lesson.
She learned her lesson. Yeah.
Okay, so Claire sort of invites you all in anyway and offers tea around, whether you take it or not. Fine.
Nope.
I elite.
Yeah, like, and she just keeps noticing how quickly you're eating. She just keeps pushing bread towards you, and pours you tea. What is Ayla doing?
Ayla will sort of stand in the corner.
Okay.
Just watch what's going on.
Okay, so you sort of like stand inside. You see Jeff is helping his mum, and she's just like, "So, what are you up to after you leave us? Are you going back through the forest?" And Jeff's like, sort of like trying to be sly, like winks at the girls. He's just like, "Well, what would you want to go back into the forest for? It's full of like."
Aren't we heading?
Especially with Izzy and that.
Aren't we heading to the mountain?
And Claire was like, "Oh, you're going to the mountain. Oh, we haven't had anyone go there for a very long time." Do you have a particular reason? Are you mountaineers?
Not particularly. Something about Am I supposed to keep this secret? He says to Ina.
Like-
No, absolutely not.
Something about gates from our father.
I'm not sure I understand. I'm sorry.
No, please. Let's not keep any secrets, Ayla. And she sort of, Ayla, you know your name. Let's tell them all your life stories.
Matthias is my trading name. I never lied to Jeff.
I'd like to point out at this point there's another knock at the door.
Hand on rapier.
And you can hear hello, like, and you can hear Fen, who is obviously feeling a lot better, and he just opens the door and walks in. And he's on his own, and he's like, Genlar's down by the shore. I don't really know what he's doing, but I just thought I'd come see where you guys were. And Claire's like, oh, another person. Like, she doesn't get to see a lot of people, so immediately this very elaborately dressed man, she just shoves down like a child and puts food and tea in front of me. He's like, great, like, and starts tucking in himself.
Did Genlar need help at the docks?
Oh no, I don't think so. He's talking about waiting for the right tide or something. God
Oh,
knows.
well, I mean, thanks to Jeff here. Jeff mentioned going at dawn.
Like, he's just like, oh, Jeff, fab. Like, and he's like, you're the guy with the one that helped me. Thank you so much, my kind sir.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes.
Sorry, that was a moth.
You kill it good.
Yeah.
And there is that awkward pause where, like, so, you're going to the mountain,
Yes.
right?
Well, apparently that was the plan. I didn't know that wasn't open discussion.
Well, and then Claire stepped in and said, I've packed some bits for you. And she, like, brings out this little satchel with the food that you asked for last
Picnic
night.
basket.
You, everything like that. And she's like, there are drinks, there are, you know, she starts listing off all these bits, like bread, dry crackers, everything. She's like, you know, just the essentials.
Thank you so much. Your hospitality is overwhelming. And she takes it, and she feels instantly super bad because she knows she's not gonna eat it.
She said, well, thank you. I mean, if you could leave a nice comment in the book, that would be really fab. You know, just in case, or recommend.
Absolutely. And she goes to the guest book and sort of writes 10 out of 10.
Would come here again.
would do again, like great hospitality, probably excellent food, it was really nice people, and just like a whole report,
Yeah.
but really
And
really personal.
She's like, oh, thank you so much. Like,
And she hands them 1 silver.
oh, no, don't worry. It's fine. Honestly, keep that for yourself.
No, listen here, you saved 2 of my friends and you let us stay here and fed us, please.
Ina, keep your silver. Here's another ice pepper.
And this woman,
Ah.
as if she sort of runs over and just gives Aylar a kiss on the cheek, and then is like trying not to hide the fact that you're kind of soggy. And she's just like, thank you, and she runs off. And there's like a pot. She climbs up on top and takes this pot down and pops it in the pot and puts the lid back on and climbs back up the steps to put it on top.
You're very welcome, Claire. It's always good to have contacts in these little places.
Yes. Well, it was lovely to meet you. Jeff is sort of like where he's like, I'm just gonna pop next door, like he's half eating. He's like, I'm just gonna pop next door. I need to open up the surgery, and he heads off out the door. And Claire's like, well, you feel free to, sit around the table and do whatever you like, whatever. I'm gonna go put out the washing. And she
Yes.
takes this big basket and heads out. So you guys are now all in this kitchen on your own.
Sharice's skull swivels to stare and take in this soggy, wet Aylar. And she just she doesn't say anything. And obviously, because she's, not putting on an appearance, you can't see a facial expression, but you can just feel smugness emanating from her.
Ina stares as well and like, what happened to you?
I had a
More
shower.
important, a more important question.
In fish?
Why is Cerise not disguised?
Yes, well.
Oh yeah, we were busted.
Yes,
Big
but,
times.
yes, we've found out some interesting information. We've got another piece of the puzzle, but it doesn't fit in with the rest.
Is it the same puzzle then?
Probably not, but would you like to guess who Jeff's father is?
I got no clue.
He's a wonderful doctor that we met.
Dr.
Are you
Samuel.
telling me Mangelli?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, in unison. That was great.
Did you rehearse that?
No,
So yeah, that's something.
but he.
Izzy choke a little bit on his breakfast when he hears that name.
Yeah, try to
But
stay cool.
but
These
both
people seem nice.
Ayla,
Both-
roll a perception for me, please.
both him and his mother have had no contact with him since the Jeff was young. But that is absolutely the Jeff that I know. I don't know. It's all.
As you see Izzy like shiver at the name of Dr. Mangelli, Ayla, you will see because you're quite close to him and you're watching him all the time, you just see in his irises it's like a very quick flash of gold rings around his eyes and then stops again and he goes back to eating.
Eat up, Izzy. We've got things to do today.
And he just at that keeps on eating.
Yeah, I would suggest that we finish the meal and then we leave.
Sounds good to me.
I'm inclined to agree.
I suppose they'll still be here if we get back from that mountain. I can maybe see if I can find out anything afterwards, so. Yes, alright. As long
Yeah.
as he stays safe. Alright. I'll be outside. You will finish your meals, alright? And with that, Shreese gives you a little tilt of the head and then just goes to wait out in the daylight.
Ayla will join her.
Okay. Yeah, Ina follows them as well. If people are leaving, then Ina will leave.
Exactly.
Izzy hops up, takes one last big piece of bread with him, and hops out.
I guess Fen follow as
yeah,
well.
Finn is after you.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
is the cat with us?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't sleep this night,
Yeah,
so
but-
I'm gonna go and take a power nap before we leave.
Right. Well, do you want someone to go with you?
I was actually
This town's a little odd, Ina. I don't think we should be going around on our own.
no. I'm just gonna find Hey, Ayla. Do you know a good place on the roof where I can nap?
Well, yes, I do know a good place on the roof where you could nap, but are you going to be able to climb up there?
I'm quite strong.
It's not about strength, it's about nimbleness.
Strength got very little to do with his technique more than strength.
I got good-
Exactly. Are you gonna shower all the people in roof tiles, or?
Maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna be bothered on the rooftops. Do you know any? Did I see anywhere else like a good place to nap where it's like a
There's like a barrel that you could probably prop yourself up against, like you know,
barrel? What
like-
do you take me
like
for?
like you want to go sleep on the roof, okay?
A roof
Yeah.
or like in a bush, but not in a barrel.
Well, there's like
Is a bush better?
in this
In
place,
a barrel,
there's,
yes.
like, some sandbags that you can guess probably use for like during flooding and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
some sandbags propped up,
Yeah,
or like
okay.
bags of grain that you could probably, you know, prop yourself up on.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna find somewhere, but where I'm not like super visible. I want to be like a bit hidden.
Ayla, if we're gonna take time for Ina to rest, he'll set up close to. He'll probably offer Ina a place under his market store as he sets up in the marketplace.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
How much ice pepper do you got with you?
Like, do you got a small little tent with a stool and a little sign and ice pepper boxes? Like what?
No, I'll go and hire a cart from someone,
Okay.
and I will sell my remaining ice peppers.
You do this and you sell the remaining ice peppers.
I'm gonna do it because I know they haven't had any for years though. I'm going to start when how many ice peppers do I have, Alice?
I thought you had like. Did you have 10?
Okay, so when I have 10, the price is 10 gold. When I've got 9, the price is 20 gold. And I
Shit.
carry on like that until I've only got 1 left, and it's 200 gold.
You will find that no one will buy your last 2 because these are poor people.
Mhm.
Like
You are a
some-
monster.
Some come up and be like,
Someone bought us
offering
10 gold.
Other things to be like, would you take this instead? But
What do they bring up?
like think their own wares. So some of them have different types of sea vegetables and shoreline vegetables and stuff like that, or things they've been growing in the tiny like patch of like crops and stuff they have.
No, you must understand that these are rare ice peppers.
This guy is actually the drunken one, which Sharice and Ina will probably remember. Is just like, how much for that ice pepper? And he points at basically your last one. There is no other ice pepper, but he's like, that one. He's
Well.
being double.
Well, it was 400 gold, but today, on this special day, I will give it to you at half price for 200 gold.
I don't have 200 gold.
Well, can you make 200 gold?
No, I live by the sea. People barely come to my vegetable store. I'll give you my whiskey.
What kind of whiskey?
The finest seaweed whiskey brand.
May I sample it?
Yeah, like, and then he looks like he's gonna try pour you a little bit, but he's like, you know,
I'll
got
take
very-
I'll take a small sip, very much a taste and then spit.
This does taste nice. It's quite a peaty thing. It's quite a peaty one. Very dark in color. And like a smoky sort of taste. He's like, my wife made it. She's really good. She
Excellent.
doesn't let me have any, so I stole it.
How much do you have?
Like, on me right now?
No, how much can you trade for this ice pepper? I would start bargaining at 2 crates.
I don't have crates. She makes it in the tub.
How many bottles then?
Well, I've got 3 on me.
How many can you get by the end of the day?
2 more than that.
It's a deal.
two being one.
He holds a hand out to try shake your hand. He's nowhere near you. He's actually looking past you.
No, we don't shake on it. If someone wants to buy this for 200 golds before you return, I will sell it to them. Hurry.
And he's like, right. And he unloads the 3 and you see him dash off. And later he does return with 2 bottles.
And I will trade him the ice pepper, my, like, on the continent 1 gold ice pepper for 5 bottles of whiskey.
And he sort of takes it and he looks like he's got like a jewel and he's wandering off with it. Like,
Oh, poor thing.
Another day's good business.
I'm just gonna be
I'm
a real.
surprised that people got more than 10 gold to spend on ice peppers.
Yeah. I'm gonna be really boring and actually try to nap until we head off because I don't want to have exhaustion when we reach the gate.
silly.
So I'm just gonna mute myself and let me know when it's time to move out.
okay, what do any of you other guys want to do something?
Just before we go, I'm gonna sort of gently stroll over to Claire when she's hanging out the washing.
Yeah.
Sort of say, "Oh, Claire, hi."
Oh, it's you again. Hello. I thought you'd gone.
No, just a quick question.
Yes.
Since Jeff took a bit of an interest and I hold up my necklace.
She's like, oh, how funny.
I know,
Wow.
isn't it? Goodness.
Well, it's one of my favorite things, but how
Oh, I
lovely.
see.
I didn't realize how many, like, it was. Like,
I know. Well, you know, I was always used to joke that mine had sort of magical properties. I think it just looks pretty. Does
Oh,
yours do anything?
oh, I don't think so. I just like the color.
It's
And it was a
fine.
gift, so I
Mm.
always wear it.
Mm. A gift from your husband, was that right?
Yes.
Yes.
She looks a tiny bit awkward about talking about it.
Yes. Well, it looks wonderful. I just wanted to just check because he said it was similar, but I didn't think it was that similar. You know?
Oh, I see.
No, sorry. Jeff said it was similar. Because I've never seen a necklace like mine, and
Yeah. I guess it was a family heirloom handed down to my and it was just given to me upon receiving. So
oh, right. Well, I just like to come and thank you once again for letting us all invade your home for a small while.
you're welcome after your little mountain escapade.
Thank you. We may take you up on that offer.
That's absolutely fine.
Thank you again. And yes, well, got to assume the role again since I'm back in the and sort of bring my hands up the mortal world. And
Yes, exactly.
I just cast alter self and my long black hair
And she
again.
sort of waves to you and almost like shows the necklace, like.
Yes. And then I'll just give her a small bow and then probably head off to where Genlar is.
Okay. Genlar is sat down by the shore. He's sort of just poking about with a stick, or like he's testing the water.
You don't have to do that, you know.
Yeah. Do what?
Poke the water with a stick. We got told it's best to go over there at dawn. The tide's low. We can walk across.
I know,
Right? So you're poking it with a stick because...
because I want to see if anything moves.
Oh, things move, definitely.
Hmm.
There are large centipede-like things in there, so I wouldn't poke too much.
Oh, I know those. I'm talking other things.
Such as?
I don't know. I haven't been here in a while. I don't know what's still here.
Right, well...
Last time there was a huge snake.
A what?
Enjoy that one.
Did you kill it?
Well, no, it was a huge snake. We had to outrun that one.
Oh my god. Well, how do you defeat gigantic snakes, since our luck seems to be ever growing worse?
There are more of us this time. I'm sure we will find a way.
Yes. How long do you think we have until you know, I mean, he's already at the mountain, so.
I don't know. But he hasn't got a clue where to start, and he can't do it without us anyway, so.
So by going there, we are aiding his plan.
You have to open a gate to shut it.
Right.
The point is who is opening it.
Right. Well, do you need anything before we go? I think Ina's gone to have a nap.
It is a matter of playing the waiting game for me. I saw Aylar was selling some extortionately high-priced ice peppers around here.
Yes, he is. He's making a bit of a fair buck off them.
Yes, it does. It does appear to be going that way.
Well, all right. I'll. And with that, is he like dangling his legs off like the dock bit, like the?
No, he sort of sat cross-legged.
All right. Yeah. With that, Ina. Shreese is gonna sit on the opposite side, facing again up the water, and just quietly waiting.
Okay, so is there anything else you guys are currently
During his
looking to
ice
do?
pepper extravaganza, shall we call
Yeah.
it? I shall look after Izzy and maybe teach him how to find someone else who isn't carrying a sword.
Yes. Okay. Nice. So, what are you teaching him? What are you?
Well, how to I mean, it's different. The difference being is sword versus sword and sword versus war pick is quite different, I
Yeah.
would say.
So you're literally just teaching him.
Yeah.
You're gonna do some sparring with him. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like slightly terrified by this concept because you are much bigger,
Much bigger.
bulkier, and you've got a giant pickaxe basically. And he's just like, okay, like whilst Aylar's away, like he completely trusts you.
I got to wake up kids, damn it.
Yeah. At the same time, it is a terrifying like concept.
Yeah.
Izzy does have advantage as an at 20.
He does. And
Who
so
doesn't?
you guys start to, do some bits, and he starts doing some things that Aylar has taught him that you haven't seen before. Like, he doesn't just use the sword, he uses his hands, and he darts around you very, very quickly. And he tries to trip you.
I will try to trip him as well with my tail.
Okay, I'm going to use my nat 20.
Of course you
And
will.
he is going to jump over your tail, do a tuck and roll, and grab a nearby stick and swipe your feet from underneath you just by slapping it at the back of your ankles, and you come crashing down. Much to your amusement, I'm guessing.
Yes, I will start to laugh. I'm not going to go out with that and laugh, but
See, like, first of all, when you fall, he panics because he doesn't see you react, and then as soon as you start to laugh, Izzy starts to laugh as well. So you guys are just having a laugh, but having fun and whatever. Aylar, I'm assuming, is counting his money.
yeah.
Ina is
450, 460.
Ina is snoozing on some sandbags, and Shreese is down by the thing with Genlar. And Fen, you can see, is walking towards you to join you. You start to feel as if something is off. And it's in the air. You can smell smoke, and everything you can hear like a crackling, and like things are starting to feel hot, and you hear a blaze erupting from the forest behind you. The bells in this city start to ring out, and some of the people start to scream.
How far off is the forest from the city? It was down the
The
hill,
forest
right?
is quite far, so basically it was at the top of the hill where you do the break, and you have to go
Yeah.
all the way down the hill to the water to see it.
So the city shouldn't be in danger. Or town,
Not
whatever.
at the moment, but people are panicking.
Terrified. Yeah.
I guess Ina can hear this.
Everyone can hear this.
Yeah, that's what
Ina
I
is
thought.
woken up by it.
Yes.
Ina is woken up probably more by the smell than anything. It is a horrible, thick, burning smell. It's almost suffocating.
Is it like a fire, like dragon
forest-
fire
The
smoke?
forest is, you can see, just becoming a red block of hot flame.
This is bad. Okay. Plan.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. You go.
No, I was asking the group.
Oh.
Plan. Anyone?
Oh, plan. Sorry, I didn't hear plan. Well,
Are
I
we
was.
together?
No, I'm with Genlar at the dock.
Exactly, and I'm with
Okay.
Easty and yes,
Well,
fine.
No.
you know. Do we try and get more information or just hightail it out of here?
It's hard to deal with a forest fire, I would say.
The thing is, I don't think it's a forest fire. Not only that.
Well, the forest is on fire. Then if it's magical or not, it's still a magic. It's still a forest fire. And I'm not equipped to deal with that.
Yeah, I'm not so terrified of the fire as I am for
Oh, you
what
should be.
actually caused it.
People are starting to scream and leave their houses running towards the water.
Oh, okay. Ina is gonna well, let's try to get people out of here. And she takes her stuff and start to everyone towards the boats and go and knock on everyone's door basically.
People are already starting to leave. You can see Claire running out of the house and running to her neighbors' houses, banging on the doors. You can see Jeff leaving and running out to the doctor's surgery, grabbing a child and pulling the mother out, and running down. And he is shouting. He is just to the boats, hearing what Ina says.
I'm just guessing I'm helping the people as much as I can.
Yeah, same.
There aren't many people. There's 12 to 15 people in this village max. They are running. They all seem to have a boat. They're all moored up, and they start getting in them and rowing.
How is the tide?
The tide is quite low, but people are trying to get their children.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how if we should start rowing to the mountain.
The sound of the fire almost starts to become deafening as trees fall and crackle, and
Okay.
the heat feels stuffy, and a black, thick smoke is
Can I
out of the trees towards you.
Okay, can I find Charisse?
I'm at the docks with Genlar.
Yeah, I would assume I get there when I escort people and help them out of there.
Yeah, you can run down to
Yeah.
the docks.
Charisse, how good are your illusion magic?
Illusion? What do you have in mind, dear?
I'm scared that the dragon is coming to town. And
For you?
no, not for me. For the people, I guess. But can you cover it up?
Cover what up? The dragon?
The boats. Make them
Not
visible.
not that many, dear. I can make it seem like they're fleeing in another direction. So the dragon's attention is focused elsewhere. But I can't with other boats.
Okay, it's a good plan B if it comes to it. Hopefully I'm absolutely wrong and it's just some kids that played with fire.
Darling, that's not any kids.
Izzy's
one can know.
talking on Warathian, what's that? And he's like, Ayla! He's shouting for Ayla.
It's okay. It's okay, Ayla.
And he's like,
Ayla,
the
Izzy.
smoke is starting to leak through between the houses.
Cover your mouths. Izzy, cover your mouth with your shirt.
That's some heavy smoke then.
Do not inhale the smoke.
Get down low. Shall we just get rowing and get out of here?
Is everyone out?
I think so, yes, they all fled to the boats. Is there a spare one?
Do we need to row? Can't we run to the mountain?
I can... The tide's quite low.
Exactly.
I can get us across water. I can make us run if we need to.
I think
You all drop to the floor at the moment because of the thick smoke.
Yeah,
Okay, so your eyesight at the moment is quite blurred. You know where the water is. You know where the smoke is coming from. The trees are starting to collapse and fall. Embers, they're burning so brightly, and the smoke is a thick, dense fog of black and grey.
I want to do a perception check and see if I can find anyone if anyone is left in town, like someone scream or someone cough
Roll me
or
perception for me.
anything.
I would like to do a corner check because this smoke is fucking weird in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Because the smoke is going upward, not downwards.
16.
Okay, 16. You know no one else is left in the village, but you can see the last few people running towards the boats.
Right. Okay.
Arcana 16.
Okay, this is not normal fire.
No.
And then...
I'm gonna help everyone get on the boat and leave, and then I'm ready to like, okay, let's go.
Okay, so what is everyone doing? So, like, Ayla, what are you doing?
I guess I'll be grabbing Izzy and heading towards the boats to see what's going on.
Still on the ground?
Not on the ground, just low, so we can still run.
Okay. Can you make me a Constitution save, please?
Certainly.
And I'm gonna use your nat 1. In fact, all of you make a Constitution save, and all of you use your nat 1s.
Alice.
I don't even inhale. What is this?
You stumble. This is no normal fire. Yeah, don't fight the DM, you end up dead. And you have lost, like, you don't know where you are anymore. This to you is just a thick, dense, black fog. You can't see each other. Aylar can see Izzy. Izzy is holding on to Aylar.
Bloody hell.
Okay. Ina just starts to like.
Yes, I'm right here, but can't see a bloody thing. Can I cast dancing lights and see if they permeate through the fog?
It doesn't necessarily give you vision through the fog. It gives a little bit of a lightness around you. So,
Can I see this?
and Ina and Ayla, you will see just little glows.
I'm over here. Look for the lights.
I cast a light as well.
Okay.
My
So you see
cantrip.
Wrathian's light to the
It's
right.
a bright light from my
There's whatever this is. There's no way we can fight or do anything like this. We need to head for a boat.
Well, it isn't magic fire, so I'm
How does-
doubtful we can do anything about it.
Izzy fare in the smoke?
Izzy is gonna use oh no, he only had 2 nat 20s.
He has an advantage.
Yeah, juice
He's
is.
gonna roll with advantage then, so
He's a badass.
he's okay with a 16. He seems to be handy because he's lower than all of you.
Yeah.
He is managing to just control his breathing a little bit more as he rushes, and you can hear Genlar and Fen yelling to you guys, "To the boats! To the boats!
All right, let's yeah.
Follow
Yeah,
my
no
voice!"
way.
Like, and he like you can hear them shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll run in the direction of the voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys start to head towards the boat, and you can see the smoke doesn't clear, but you can start to see through it. It becomes thinner as the houses themselves take up in flame. And Aylar, can you make a perception for me, please? Okay, 15. Walking through the smoke with hands bared either side, glowing red, surrounded in fire, herself, Helly, strides towards you.
Good damn.
And that is where we will leave.
Obviously.
Yes.
Ouch.
She's mad.
She's
You
bad.
fucked up, boy. It's all your fault.
Yeah, she's like, you didn't remember my name!
Yeah. Do you remember my name? Can I ask if she is like a grown-up woman or if she's still a child?
You can ask that next week.
Ah!
And you don't know
Look,
any-
more family reunions with
Oh, Fen!
family.
Fen, get your shit
Sorry.
over here!
Get your shit over here. Sort that shit out.
That was a brilliant episode. I really
Oh,
enjoyed
I
that.
love that.
I thought the downtime at the beginning was a really nice contrast to the end. Beautiful, Alice. Well done.
Indeed.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go round. I went first last time, so Ali, you can go first this time.
I'm so dumb. She's throwing all these puzzle pieces at me, and I can't figure it out, and it's stressing me out. Why does she have the same necklace? Why can't Jeff remember my name? Why is his name Mangeli? Does that mean when we actually in the first episode, when we went to that town, he actually knew Mangeli was his dad, and he was going to visit Mangeli? Is that actually why we were there all this time? Is the Necromancer thing not a thing?
All I'll say, Ali, is that you did make a slight faux pas here. You told a schemer that you like mysteries.
I know. I know.
A challenge, okay?
I know.
Accepted.
But I feel like I'm not living up to your expectations. I want to solve this thing, and I'm just so dumb.
Ali, no, you're not. You realise I make this extra hard because I don't want you. If I don't want you to,
She doesn't want me.
if I don't want you to figure this out yet, you're not.
Sorry, baby, I didn't realise. I'll just kick her from the call.
Oh no!
I've shouted you out in chat, Ali. Do you want to tell us where we can find you and all the shit that you do?
In my grave, crying. No, yeah, so, yeah, I'm Ali, thank you guys for watching. Find me on Scrat's Discord, or on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter that much, so probably at me in Scrat's Discord. I'm just Ali there. Otherwise, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll hopefully see you next week.
Windeed. So, Ed.
Hello. I don't
Oh.
exist on the internet.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, brilliant episode. I'm favorite part must be the takedown from Izzy. Must have been hilarious to watch as well. A little 5-year-old just taking down a dragonborn.
Yeah.
Well, I might be less confused than Giggles due to the fact I knew less, but still confused.
The Ed is confused, where Athelian is not.
He doesn't really care. He's just tagging along.
And Ambly.
Hello! I am the one and only Ambly. You can find me on Instagram as Art Ambly. You can find my art station on at Ambly, I think.
I'm putting it in chat. It's already in chat.
Yeah,
It is.
here every Monday. You can find me on Discord. I do art. I do D&D. Yeah, Alice. it was brilliant.
Enemies this week.
Like I
in a
think it
good
was
way.
like the perfect episode about being creepy and really fun. Like I had so fun, but Ian had the entire time like I'm not gonna fall in the hands of a doctor again. It's just brilliant, and I felt really clever when you said, "Oh, his name is Samuel." I know that.
I saw Ed looking back through the notes when I said Sam, and then I
Brilliant.
said Samuel to see if anyone else got it, and
Yeah.
Ambly got it. And
I got it because
got it.
I know his name is Samuel. I just didn't expect him to have a nickname with Sam.
Yeah. He was a normal person once.
Yeah, but you don't say Samuel to someone called Samuel, and you say Sam to someone called Sam. So I felt really clever for getting it before Ali.
At this point,
Got it.
at this point, that's not much of a feat. Alice is like holding up red signs, and I'm going, "Oh, look over there, a bird." I'm not looking at the red sign. Ah.
Yeah, super exciting. I'm really looking forward to Helly. I sort of looked forward to meeting her again ever since we knew she's like half like a demigod, I guess. This is gonna be super fun, especially I hope she's really pissed at Ayla for some reason. Like, you replaced me with another child.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. He's in trouble.
Aylar will be fine. He's a smooth talking guy.
Yeah, he's good with kids.
Yeah, he's great with kids.
He's down with the kids, as
Yeah,
Amanda said
exactly.
at one point.
Yeah.
Down with the-
You should add her to your child army.
I could do. I'm slightly disappointed I lost my child army. They were
It would have been great for
You
your
weren't
cause.
that was not a child army. You were a mother duck.
I was a mother duck to fire-breathing dragons. So go on.
So, Alice.
I love that Ambley's taken over. Like so.
Yeah, welcome to the Ambly show. This is Ambly's show now.
I'm
Get
sorry,
out the way,
I'm leave
Scrap.
every single time.
Fuck off! It's Ambly. It's always the
sorry.
Ambly show. Hi guys, welcome to the Ambly show.
So now,
Come back. It's a good thing.
come on,
Come back.
Alice.
I really enjoyed this episode. These are one of my favorite episodes. I actually enjoy filler episodes more than I do the bit in between, the transition point. And the one thing I do want to start doing is asking you guys, what was your favorite part of that episode? Like just one thing, pick one.
Jeff.
That's a very broad thing.
Oh, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I was going to mention this anyway. I really enjoyed the interaction between Alar and Rathlian.
I did, yeah.
I don't think those two characters have had I realised as we were doing it that we've not had a lot of interaction together.
There's not been none.
Possibly because Alar's always talking and Rathlian is often quiet, but actually having the time together, I really enjoyed that. That was
nice.
really good.
But yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoyed this week. This one has been long coming. But yeah, I am Alice, Scrats of the Half. I am White Rabbit Pick on Twitter. Normally I'm a photographer when I'm not doing D&D. So yeah, I would appreciate the follow. And yeah, so when I'm not here, I'm either I'm DMing this, even though we're not far off the end now. I think there's like 2 episodes left. 2 or 3 episodes left.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do one shot I can when I'm not working, and also doing some exciting things behind the scene that should be coming soon. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone for watching, because it means a lot that you like this. So
you guys, I am Scraticus, and here we are with the Scraticus D&D channel. We are running D&D every day, okay? Every day this week, probably every day most week, because we just can't get enough. So if you guys want to be a part of that, these are the links you need. First of all, get in the Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, we've got a great community in there. We talk art, we talk D&D, we talk character creation. You name it, we talk about it. Sometimes we share pictures of us being kids. Ed shows us pictures of his workplace because they're fucking beautiful, and every now and again I respond by calling him names and showing him the machines that I get to stare at all day.
I think that happened once.
Yeah, every now and again. So
Why call them names?
Twitter.
behind the scenes photos as well of when and I got fell in a river basically.
They're so cute.
There's lots of photos of Scrap wringing his socks out after in Scotland. So
Twitter. If you guys love D&D and you're not already on Twitter, what are you doing? D&D pretty much has the biggest Twitterverse following out there, I think. Get on there, and then when you're there, pop me a follow, pop me a DM, and I'll get you a game. I introduced lots of new people to the channel, and I would love for you guys to reach out, contact me. I'll get you in a game. I'll get you in a game with some awesome role players like the ones around me, like some other faces off the internet that you might recognize, and it'll be a good time. And also YouTube. I'm up to date with the YouTube.
Bloody hell! Welcome.
Yeah, I haven't slept for 2 weeks, but no, I'm joking.
You're butting down, boy.
More like 3 days.
Necromancer's Wish is now up to date. This is the next episode to be uploaded, and it will be uploaded in about 24 hours' time, because that's the Twitch terms of service. Yeah, I've got this and one other one-shot to upload, which I'm going to upload after this session, so you guys get on there to see all of our previous content. I have a Patreon. If you didn't know, I have a Patreon. It's been rather successful. There's some posts in there for the Patreons. If you guys are Patreons and you haven't checked it out yet, I've got some previews, full high-def previews of some of the artwork that Ambly has done for us for the channel.
it's so amazing.
She's
for
amazing.
the,
I'm Ambly.
And this is for the new season, Wizards and Wardrobes, being released on the 12th of this month. So that's next Tuesday at this time, 1 p.m. This time slot here, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. EST. So check that out. I also have some merch. It's merchandisey. Check it out. I think that's everything. I've got dinner plans this evening. Yes, right, let's talk about my schedule. Right, Monday, Necromancer's Wish, for another 2 episodes, it would seem. Tuesday, we are going to be starting Wizards and Wardrobes, but first, tomorrow, we have a bombing mission to attend. Wednesday, we have Kiena in session to take us Barovia to the One-Shot Wonders. On Thursday, I will be over on Encounter Roleplay, playing the Larkspur sequence, which is a City of Mists game where I play Dr. Hezekiah Shaw, who, he is a little friendly. Fridays, we are back here again with more one-shots. On Friday, we are doing a session. We're doing a session. There's a brand new theme park in town, and I tell you what, nature always finds a way. Saturday, we are doing yet another one-shot in the evening. I've not released the schedule for this one yet, but on Saturday there's going to be another one shot, and on Sunday we are doing the Academy from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. EST. So at 7 a.m. we'll have Marcy Villanin teaching us a bit of the cipher system. At 10 a.m. Ali, I will mute you. At 10 a.m. I will Little Red Dot is coming to do a D&D 5e show. At 1 p.m. EST I'm doing a D&D 5e one shot, and at 4 p.m. EST, Katie Faze is coming to do a honey heist thing. Now, no one go anywhere, because we're going to go raid someone. Because we have a following, and we have we have a calling to go and find other streamers and take the love around. So let's find someone. Maybe someone who's gonna be not expecting. Yeah, someone. Oh no, Susanna Grace. She's gonna be on the show. In fact, on Saturday. So we're gonna go over there. We're gonna go and pay her a raid. She should really enjoy the raid. So when we get in there, guys, I want to see you guys coming in with all the Scrat hype. Okay, I want to see Scrat hype. I want to see raid. If you don't have the Scrat hype emote, that's fine. Just put Scrat in capital letters and put raid.